Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match in the history. Ladies and gentlemen, are you
ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Season 1! Let's go! Dash League TV! You ready for this? What time is it? Time for Dash League. What? Time for Dash League. Time for Dash League. Come on, time for Dash League. Come on, time for Dash League. Come on, time for Dash League. TV, chicka, ticka, ticka, TV. Tonight's matchup, we got some dope competitors. We got Other versus Arc in the place to be. Season 1 starting now. Let's get to it. What time is it? Woo! I got a bunch of people in the place to be. I got Style Dev in the place to be. I got Ladder Alice in the place to be. I got Makers in the place to be. I got Classic Scout in the place to be. I got everybody in the place to be. You know me, DRE, DLTV. What's up, everybody?
How you doing, Dre?
Hey, so get right off the bat. Forget all the other stuff that I usually talk in the crap to. We got more important information to get to. Ladder Alice, take it away, my man.
Hey, so we're going to be announcing the award winners for the ladder season 0. That's going to be MVD, Most Vicious Dasher, and then Best Team Leaders. So we had the captain's vote, and we have results. We'll announce those results between the two matches here. So after this match and before the ONYX TBDi match. So I wanted to just give a shout out to everybody who was in contention, so we could know who the possibilities were. So possibilities for MVD in no particular order. Captains had to vote between Altimian, Yellow, Maverick, Despair, Fearless from TBD, Rico, Eskimo Bear, Stonebread, Mr. V, and Lumi. I think that's a total of 10 choices people had. And then for the Best Team Leaders category, again, in no particular order, the options for captains to vote on were Makers and 1V for TBD, Gatsby, Worthen, and Ah for Other, Style Dev for UNSC, and Odd for ARC. So those are all the people that you could have voted for. Votes are in. So after this game, we'll give you guys the announcement who won those awards. And no real prize. I mean, this is a new thing, so no real prize, just bragging rights. So that's prize enough.
Oh, just bragging rights. But you know what that means. You could brag all over Discord. You could brag all over the game. It's going to be amazing. You want that MVD status. Right, Ladder Alice?
Absolutely. I'm also going to give roles, like MVD role for whoever gets MVD. So they'll be set apart in the Discord for the entirety of the season.
Would you say they would be a role model? Oh, but
I would think so. Yeah, I would think.
Fathead, save me with the jokes, man. Save me with the jokes, Fathead. I don't know what I'm doing. We got a dope match. We're gonna go straight off the bat with Blue Payload, which is one of my favorites. I like what they're doing with the payloads. We all thought they were gonna do a new payload, right? What map did you think was gonna come out originally? The new map. Are they ready? Are you ready for this?
I think they're ready.
We are ready.
Are you ready for this? Here we go. Dash League TV, baby. Let's do this. Oh. One of my views is out. Let me get that fixed. There we go.
This is going to be a great matchup, especially after the Game of Thrones discussions this morning.
And what was that discussion?
It's going to be a sweet matchup, dude. Two top-tier teams. It's going to be great to watch this. I'm excited to get the season opening off this match.
We got a Go Arc in the chat. Already, fans.
Looks like that card is moving at will, and Arc isn't really being able to stop it at all right now. Looks like there's no Arc around the card at all at the moment.
Well,
Arc is on the top.
Arc is pushing the
I'm
payload.
sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, no, they got that out there pretty quick.
Yeah.
But, you know, you would think spawning right there, they'd be back on it. So here they go, 3 on.
They're doing really well. I'm surprised Other isn't contesting the car a lot more.
So
Yeah, it looks like they're...
Really,
if you-
really crazy player.
if you guys are tripping out because you're seeing Yellow on Arc, it's because recently Yellow abandoned his team and joined Arc. Is that a fact? Can you confirm that?
Yep. So Yellow bailed on SP&V to join ARC. So Yellow wanted to be on a VRML team, and I don't think he felt confident that SP&V was going to be put together well enough to pursue VRML. I'm hoping they're able to stick with it and stay strong enough to stick through the season. I know they're one of the newer teams, and that's always going to be a question mark for the new teams, is if they'll be able to stick through it and hang around. So that'll be a test to see if SP&V can survive the season, especially after losing a player like Yellow.
Yeah, season 1 is going to be the proving grounds for VRML, I think.
Yeah. This is where teams need to start gathering their intelligence to figure out how to approach VRML.
I also think that if we do a season 2, I would love to see, you know, maybe the bigger roster and Dash League help kind of bring people up into VRML teams within the whatever team that they have.
Yeah, if we end up having time for season 2, I'm definitely going to make some roster limit cuts to sort of get it more in line with VRML.
Well, my hope was like, well, yeah, maybe you could do like some sub team. So maybe a team like if UNSC competed in VRML, we could have a minor league team in Dash League.
Yeah, that's all still being figured out. We just kind of have to see how the dynamic works in VRML
So,
with
are you
Dash
saying
League.
that
Yeah,
Dash League is
figure it out.
basically going to fold into VRML then?
No. So I still want to run Dash League
As a next
alongside
one,
VRML, but I don't think we'll be able to do this same season structure with mandatory matches because
So we got
VRML is going to require a match every week, and if you're also having to do 5 mandatory matches in a month like we are here, that's going to be way too time constraining for a team. So
Well,
we
now
might just revert back to a ladder, and it could be like a practice league for VRML. Kind of.
Now with that
jump
attitude,
back in real quick. They made that turnabout in 3 minutes, and if you have 3 people on that payload going direct to the checkpoint, it takes about 4 minutes. So they're doing
They are
it for sure.
they are just riding along that rail. Way too quick. They've got over 2.5 minutes to get that last little bit, and I don't see a way for Other to completely stop them there. It seems like they're going to get that checkpoint.
It looks like they've got a
Lock it
couple
down,
people
though.
running past to distract them.
yo, we're getting close. There it is. Check.
Ooh.
No,
Oh,
no.
almost.
Check.
There it is.
I don't know what it sounds. I got to change the game settings sounds. I don't know what happened.
That's dominating.
Yeah,
right
I can't
there.
hear game sounds at all, actually.
I don't know. Did
How about
anyone
now?
confirm this? They said they fixed the time on this. I guess we'll see during this match.
They fixed it for blue, but
Yeah.
I don't think they did it for orange.
I think that was the mid spawn, not time, but we'll have to look.
Yeah, the time sticks around at the end,
Yeah, exactly.
but for
We're
orange,
gonna have to keep our eyes peeled.
I think for orange
I
it
know
goes
it
away
does.
right away.
I know.
Man, look at this.
Blue-
Another unstopped cart push right now for ARC. Just
Classic.
going
What were you
along.
saying?
Yeah, the time does stick around after you reach the end. After the new update.
And is that for both blue and orange?
I don't know. I haven't even played orange yet after the update.
Yeah, I think for orange it goes away pretty quickly.
They said there is some other kind of change that happened to blue, but not for orange. I forget.
It was the
That
mid
had anything
spawn.
to do. Yeah, only that though. So
Uh oh, what's this? You gotta wiggle your mouse a little there, Dre.
They don't like me, man.
There we go.
Shout out to Tusk for hooking me up with this dope PC. I hope the stream looks smooth. 60 frames, 1080.
It looks great. I love it. Now they're at the base of this hill, and they're being held down here pretty decent right now, all things considered, for the previous rail here.
Outsider got all those picks.
Yeah, Outsider had a great run right there. Kept that card stopped for a little while. Considering they got that checkpoint so quick, Other needs to be focusing right now on just stopping every inch of progress they can and slowing them
Ooh,
down.
Outsider just shotted yellow.
You see that replay?
If you have it.
Boom.
Boom.
Got
I don't
him.
know, I wasn't looking. People take the rail as a cruise time. A little breather, look around. But you gotta beware.
Yeah, if they can get a good lock on them right here where they can dominate the top, get a good lock, slow that cart down, then other can still have a really good chance to pull this one out.
Top dasher for Arc right now. We got Yellow killing it with 20 kills. Shout out to Yellow and Yellow Labs, the crazy stuff they're doing. And on other, we got the top dasher right now is looking like Laggy with 22. Shout out to the homie Laggy.
Looks like Yellow just got revenge on Outsider.
Yeah,
Laggy-
Outsider was shredding pretty well with those shotguns for a while.
Now wait a minute, Ladder Alice, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be in there playing for your team or something?
Nope. Supposed to be commentating, ushering in the new season with you, Dre.
So Laggy was a new pickup. Ladder Alice was a new pickup. What was it like joining the other, man?
You know, coming from, I just wanted to be competitive. I mean, excuse me. I started the league, so obviously I had that competitive drive, and I ended up leaving the league just because it was more of a fun time sort of hangout type team, which is great. It's just not what I was looking for. So Other is very focused on strategy. Just being in their Discord for these past few days, I realized that I've made the right choice. Getting to discuss strategy and really break the game down in every detail, and trying to seek every advantage to become the best. And so that's what interests me, and I'm super happy I made the decision to move on over to Other.
Hey, so Lad, tell me more about sliding into their Discord.
About what's happening in their Discord.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
basically 90% trash talk about Dre,
Yeah,
and then 10% just screwing around, joking around, memes, that sort of stuff.
I
That's
like it. Hey, I like it. I like my women aggressive.
I want to note that UNSC threw an invite out to Lat, but he said he is afraid of space.
Oh, oh, okay.
He likes to be held close.
Oh,
If only. I wish I could go to space so bad, man.
that's funny. We're almost
I
there.
just don't think you have the right to command space. Not the space that you
It's
feel
who-
that you
it's whoever
command all of
takes it.
space.
The boy Roy coming
Yeah.
up. Yo, we got the chat hot right now.
3 minutes 50 seconds, and they're about 40 feet away from this endpoint. This is a really
Yeah.
solid push here.
This is a
They're on
great
it. They're
push
getting
by
there. They're
Arc.
getting it.
Others need to
Anything
move.
above 2
Oh,
minutes.
they stopped
man,
it. The boy Roy.
The
They
next
stopped
movement
it.
is gonna score this payload for them, and Other needs to 4 on the payload to make
Hey,
it too much. Other needs to really slow them down as much as possible.
I mean,
There's
Others
3
getting
minutes on the
straight
clock
owned
right
right
now.
now.
There
And
it
here
is.
we go.
There it is.
Boom.
that.
And
And Lumi takes it across.
Maker. What were you
So
saying, Maker?
323.
Domination. Arc just dominated the hell out of Other. That's not like strategy. No, like complete domination. 3 minutes 23 seconds. Like that's
Yeah.
that's no joke.
That was
Jesus.
a great push by Arc.
Switch
Others
sides.
gonna have to break some speed limits here to pull this one out. We got 323 on the clock for Arc for that one. That was a great push.
So Arc had a really consistent pace throughout the whole map.
Yep.
And they were utilizing multiple
Smooth strokes.
cart pushers at the same time, cart riders. So they'd have 3 on there quite often. So trying to move it as fast as they could, every opportunity they could.
I just
Hey
get-
Dre, let's move that other drone in place.
I'm trying to hold on. I'm trying to get the logos correct. Go ahead. Let me.
Looks like they just cleared them out for that first wave, except for someone
Bam.
throwing out
All right.
shock pistol
There we go.
for shockers from the corner.
Thank you for joining me, everybody.
That shocker's still up. They need to get him out.
Sage in the
Yeah, I
place to be.
feel like in the last 30 days, the shockers have become massively popular in the game.
Hey, the shocker was very popular in high school.
I've noticed that it takes a player to really grab an alternative weapon and start to dominate with it for other players to see that it's okay to do that. So shocks weren't used very much, and then players like Makers and a couple others just started maining those. and other players start to see how effective it is, and it spreads. Same thing with staplers. When I first picked up staplers, the only other person I know that used staplers all the time was Maniac, and we would use those a lot. And then RDF came around and started using staplers all the time, and now they're a lot of people made that. So
I think you're right. Same thing with Mr. V and the rockets on payload.
yeah.
They're just too good.
100%.
Yeah, I think people are a little bit afraid to try something that they're not their best with, but as soon as they see how effective someone else can be with it, they're like, all right, I want to be that effective, and then they start to pick it up.
Hey, they said give us the poofers emoji. Hey, you can have it. It's yours. William said there actually is a poofers emoji. Oh, well, give it to them. I don't know. They can have it. What else we got in the
This
chat?
is like some Discord server drama coming onto the YouTube chat.
Oh, what's the drama? What's the drama?
No, I'm just saying it sounds like they're talking about Discord server emojis.
Oh,
Enjoy the game, guys.
They want the stream emoji. Spam it in chat.
Hey, but shout out to everybody
Right.
watching. Thank you for joining us for this awesome season 1 launch. It wouldn't be a season 1 launch with DLTV if there wasn't problems, right, everybody?
Exactly.
Tor-
That was a
So
nice
Tor-
Tor's
little-
in position. Tor's in position
Yeah.
doing some distraction. He's already gotten 3 kills, 2 of them on Wolf right here.
Look at this.
Now-
Steal the player away from the action.
Oh!
See, now he's down.
See how high
Wolf.
he keeps his hands though? Like we need to talk about that at some point. That
Hey.
does block your headshots.
Kind of unfair.
So this is what I've been hearing is either he's extremely tall or maybe there's some seated mode stuff going on, because I know back in Alpha 6 you could do seated mode and then it puts your view about 1.5 feet taller than your actual head on the bot.
Just if you watched, there's no way you can aim and hit accurately when you can't even see your target.
So now that's what I'm saying is that in the certain seated modes you actually the guns aren't blocking your view.
Yep, I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's something we'll have to address then, because that's something that I wasn't aware of until someone made
Right there.
that point yesterday, that having your hands up like that is blocking headshots. That's not even like
Well,
that's obvious, but that's not how I was seeing it. So it makes it a little bit different that that's the case, and that especially if your hands are in front of your face, blocking
I think
headshots,
that it's
but they
fine
don't
if
obstruct
the-
your view. So
If it obstructs your view and it blocks, then that's fine in my opinion. But if you can see over it, and I believe that only exists on the Rift, you can't do that on the Rift, from what it seems.
Gas me.
Is that false?
I just turned on the stream and I heard you guys talking about the conversation that I've been trying to have for 2 fucking months.
Hey, earmuffs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, so with it, I've done tests. Number 1, the shots don't really get blocked by the hands or the arms unless those new hitboxes that they added for Alpha 8, maybe the arms do now, but they don't. But what can happen, and I don't know if any of you have ever had the
I disagree with what you just said, Thad. I tested in a lobby with
Yeah.
my hands in front of my face, and I was able to block headshots.
It's actually the wrist.
least the
Hitbox on the wrist was blocking it when I tested it.
man, check out Laggy just shredding right there. So we've only got a minute and a half, and that payload is not guaranteed to reach that checkpoint. And
Ark
Ark
is
is doing a great job
great
locking
of
it down.
holding it down. Yeah.
Laggy just did a great job of taking out like 3 or 4 people, but they weren't able to capitalize on that.
Others been having problems up until just about 30 seconds ago. Now they're starting to get it a little bit further.
So to go back to
They
hitbox, because I tested that real quick, fingers don't trigger or aren't part of the hitbox, but palm, like knuckles down or palm area into wrist, is like the hitbox. But anyway, back to
Is that tested in Alpha 8 or was that Alpha 7?
that was Alpha 8. No, that was late Alpha 7. It was just a few days ago, so you know what? It could have been right before the drop.
Okay. All right, let's pause on this conversation because we got
Yeah,
about
really.
30
So we got
seconds
30
down there.
seconds. Let's call this. Now they're getting a push on it right now. They're getting super.
Can we
close.
zoom in a little on the aerial,
Yep.
Trey? Is it so close?
I was sending Tusk a message.
double
I forgot he was supposed to
rocket
join us.
Perfect. So you got 1 on the payload, 1 around, 2 on now, got 1 above, but they came in.
You know that shot pistol's coming. You know it's coming. Get
It's
up.
coming.
13 seconds. This is
shocker!
where it comes down to if they can get this.
Oh, get on there! Get on there!
Ooh, ooh.
Uh-oh.
5
Woo!
seconds.
this is
It's almost
serious right
there.
here.
Oh, there's a
Shock.
shock.
It's coming.
Shock.
It's coming.
Ooh, did they get it?
Oh,
Did they
no,
get
they
it?
didn't get it.
No.
It's out.
Oh,
That
no.
was-
Wow.
Oh,
That was a sliver.
Wow. Great showing by Art.
Great show. 100%.
no. Missed.
They didn't even need
That's
that.
about as close as you can get in this game right here.
Art got it. Art got it. Art got it. Top dasher for
Powerful
Art.
showing.
Ty Lumi Yellow, 51. Top dasher for Other. It looks like Laggy killed it at 44. Barely though, because Outsider and the boy Roy were coming up right behind.
All right, so there's a new rule in place. Luckily, Dre, you got that scoreboard real quick. But there's a new rule in place that you have to stay in the lobby until this vote screen comes up. Because Players Classic, you are the reason there's this rule.
Ah,
Players leaving right after a map, we cannot get your points to add to your stats. And this
Also the reason
season,
I started using glitches a lot. I will
well, this
gladly
season,
take that.
I want everyone to know this season, a tiebreaker for if teams end up getting ranked the same at the end of the season, the tiebreaker for playoffs is going to be points per minute, total points per minute for your team. So anybody who leaves before this vote lobby here, and we miss the scoreboard, they're losing their points to contribute to their team, which might affect them in a tiebreaker scenario. So everyone stay in until this vote lobby so we can get your scoreboard.
word.
Word.
And that's coming from the commish, the man who created Dash League.
So it looks like we lost Fathead, so I'm not sure if we can pick up that the hitbox issue.
You
but
never lose Fathead. He always finds you.
he slips into a coma from time to time, and then you're like, where's he going?
Yeah, apparently, when he goes into a coma, that means he's haunting somebody's dreams.
Since he has left, since he's left this Discord voice channel, he's probably already set up 2 different Twitch streams and played 2 different games. He's gotten in a little bit of HD, and he's yelled at his dog 5 times.
Right. The
He's all
best
over
is
the
when he
place.
gets on his Twitch channel, doesn't share the video, and all you have is the audio, and you got 15 people on there watching it. Or listening to it, I should say.
That's funny. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all my co-hosts. We got L in the place to be. Who else we got? I know we got Style Dev in the place to be. We got Makers in the place to be. And we got Classic Scout in the place to be.
Heck yeah.
Classic, how you feeling about your match coming up right after this? You feeling confident?
We're actually feeling confident for once for this one. For yellow, I'm starting to accept it as something that exists, just about. But and then orange. I mean, we're all right with orange. We're just not great. We're still trying to figure it out. But this is gonna be a good practice for the payload because we're just still trying to figure out the payload. We have the members. We're all talking about it. We just can't put it together quite right yet.
Well, you do have a lot of members on your team who are pretty new to the game, so it's going to take a little bit of time. And really, a lot of the teams they weren't very good until they got practice against other teams. They got to see their strategies and how to counter them. So you guys, it's just going to take some experience. Now, going up against TBDi, I think is a good matchup because you've gotten some scrimmages, you've gotten a couple matches in last second in the ladder league. TBDi as a team has not played any official matches. They've done some scrimmages, and they've got a bit of experience, maybe one player at a time, playing in the ladder season. So they've got a little bit of experience. So I think you guys are.
Yeah.
I still might give TBDi the advantage on experience here.
Follow
just from
what
there.
Carlos was saying. Sorry to cut you off, but we have one
Okay.
starter that was a carryover right now. So Dubas is the only experienced starter that is in our lineups of discussion. Everyone else has never been in a league match, so I feel like it's a great match too.
Yeah, I think if TBDi has any advantage here, it's that they've got that strategy discussion from TBD, who I know is all about strategy. So TBDi is privy to all that information, and while ONYX is still trying to figure some things out. So it's going to be really
what's
interesting to
great,
see how this
though,
plays out.
is, since even though we do have maybe like newer players, they're definitely dedicated. Like we have Percent, jumps on every day. He always wants to talk about the strategies. Plasmic, he's always on. He's always going at it. We definitely have a lot of good players who really want to play competitive, and so that's definitely a good drive for us.
Yeah, that's awesome, and that's an advantage because not every team has those people who want to bounce those ideas off of each other. You might have some teams where nobody's really paying attention to that, like Vibe, if they just go in and go all Rambo, or you might have other teams where like one person's making all the decisions for the team and not taking much input. Who knows? So it's good to have other people to bounce ideas off of, so you can mold the best possible strategy from a bunch of different minds. And so it's great that you have other players you can bounce ideas off like that who are dedicated.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. We're gonna go with Waterway. It's about to come up. Let's get this other versus Arc. Dash League TV, baby. Let's do this. By the way, tune in after this match because L's gonna announce the MVD of this. What is it? What are you announcing?
MVD and best team leaders.
Okay.
Of the ladder season.
Of the latter season. I was about to say of this season, but I was like, we just started it. This is the premiere.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Real quick, just because there's so many rails on here, I believe in Alpha 8 they said that they fixed the hit reg cost. Have we found that out to be accurate?
No.
We were on the data mining server, and there were devs on there in the voice channel, and they said they didn't change anything in terms of hit reg. But I don't know. Personally, in game, shooting on rails feels a little more consistent compared to Alpha 7. I don't know what happened.
Let's see here. It says that they removed shots blocked when dashing, and client now uses same hitboxes as server for FX, but before it used regular. Okay, so just for the visuals.
Yeah, only for like the sparks.
Interesting.
Looks like Arc has come out and taken the early advantage here. They're already on their second countdown.
Ooh, counter.
Oh,
Counter
they almost
there
got that.
with the kill.
Got it.
Oh, and they hold it down.
Man, Arc is no joke right now. Playing really, really well. Playing really well as a team.
And they got their newest addition, Nub, in there. He's a solid player.
Let's check him out. I love the name.
And I believe, was Nub on Other before?
Oh, yeah.
Yep, he was.
He was. You know, for the last about week and a half, I've been playing against Nub in pub servers, and at the end of it, I just go, I'm so glad he doesn't play competitively. But I'm not sure if that forced him back into the scene or not.
Let's check out Lumi.
He's definitely got skill. I think the question is, can he put his skills together in a way that's helpful to a team following a game plan?
Right, and that also brings up the question if that leaves room for a Rambo on the team.
In 3, 2, 1.
Let's get up there.
Damn!
Where are we?
Wow.
2-0, and we're at 22 minutes 42 seconds. That is pretty quick.
What are you thinking about Arc right now? Getting a little scared?
I mean, they need to definitely play more together, but they have talent across. So no joke. Lumi, Yellow, all these guys. Wolf.
What?
This is a fantastic lineup.
Just like 40V was on a tear, Arc is on a tear on Yellow. PP map.
I'm pretty sure they're also pretty all young guys too, right?
Yep.
Trying to say
On
that.
Arc, I believe.
Trying to say that.
I know nothing about Wolf, but
Trying
same here.
to say that the grip is amazing.
I'm just saying they're a team full of young all-stars. They don't got old guys with bad knees.
Yeah, that's a good point.
also, if I remember correctly, Elite beat Arc pretty easily on Yellow. I think it was like a 3-0 or something. I could be wrong about that. I know he beat him, but now Arc against others is just 2-0 lead is honestly surprising to me. So this is really interesting.
Yellow's tearing it up right then.
Hey, so Gamer Smash says Wolf sounds like he's in his 20s.
And
That still means good knees, in my opinion.
It's over. And Epicom is in the place to be, holding down Red's base. Let's go check that out. The action's in blue right now. Others cannot hold down their base. Red's all up in the good spot.
Looks like others starting to get some momentum behind them.
Yeah, a map like Yellow is an ideal map for a team like Arc. They have so many disruptor Rambos on the team, especially now with Yellow and Nub added to the team. That is the absolute perfect map for that type of player. But their performance on Blue and now their performance here, it's like where's the weak spot for Arc? If they put it together for domination as well as payload,
the base.
then they're going to be a serious team
3,
to watch out for.
2, oh.
Honestly, it kind of looked like there was too focused on arguing in Discord and not on prepping for the game. Whereas this Arc, when they've just been prepping, in my opinion. That's
Scores 3, 2.
They came out the gates.
Laggy with the counter. Woo! Shout out to Lab for creating Dash League. Shout out to Triangle Factory for creating hyperdash VR. And shout out to Dash League TV for bringing you this mother.
Can I also give a shout out to Lat for creating Dash League?
Yeah, you can do that.
I appreciate that. It's been a blast.
Yeah,
Thanks, Lat.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say that Lat is probably the most humble person I know.
I agree.
And let's all beg Lat not to sell the company to VRML. Let's all sign a petition. Don't sell the company.
I would like to thank Lat for just putting up with all the discussions around forming Dash League, because it gets heated from time to time. And he's a good voice of reason.
Hey, what I miss? What are you talking about?
That discussion today.
What I
And I had
miss?
stuff I was trying to get done, and it just blocked everything. so Arc added a player after the match was scheduled, but before the season officially started.
Okay.
And if I wasn't a part of the team that was playing in the match in question, then I would have just told Arc no at their request, because the rules are clear. But
I countered on that because, technicalities were on
love
other
your
on our side.
technicalities, dude.
I do love my technicalities.
I don't think the technicalities were on our side. We just disagree on that.
Well, no,
Basically,
I think the disagreement was it's a weak technicality, but still a technicality.
Well,
And that
Yeah,
is
well,
a very kosher version of how he did it, the discussion got today.
I don't think that technicality on one rule should weigh down another rule, especially when you consider the weight of what the rules are. The time zone thing is a ridiculous argument, and to me it's disingenuous to use that argument and use the wording of one word in a rule to defend you trying to break another rule that's much more significant in the league. So that's so
I would
anyway.
agree if the rules weren't tied together, but yeah.
Well, yeah. So anyway, that's just a point that you and I will probably just disagree on forever. But anyway, I still don't think we said what the issue was. So,
amongst other
Mark
things.
recruited Nub brand new after the match was already scheduled. And there is a rule in place that if you have the match already scheduled, Blue's trying to get that 1 point. They're trying to get on the board here.
Blue team is trying to hold it down. They don't want to see a red.
Laggy there with sniping, and he didn't go for help. He was just sticking to the line there.
I know. I didn't want to keep watching Laggy the whole time, but he was doing so good. I had to keep. Let's see what else we got. Let's see Wolf. Double shot. Double snipes. He thinks he's playing the other game. What's it called? Onward. What's wrong with this guy? It's hyperdash, baby. Get in there.
Don't underestimate Wolf here, man. He knows what he's doing.
Oh, no. He's got the 17 kills. He's doing nice.
Oh, yeah.
Top
Yeah,
dasher.
who is our point leader?
Top dasher on Arc is 27 with Lumi. And top dasher for other is 20 with Gatsby. The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, you know you've got a great team put together when a player like the Nepticom has the least number of kills on your team.
I will say this: everybody on Arc is KD positive. Everyone on others is KD negative.
Yeah.
In 3.
And on a map like Yellow, winning that KD ratio is a bit more important than it is on other maps, especially payload maps.
Yeah, payload you can easily go negative KD and still win everything.
Yellow's like as if they took a TDM match and a team deathmatch map and just threw some buttons in there and said, well, let's make a domination.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Like, I could see this map designed as a deathmatch map, and then they're like, well, you know what? Let's just make a domination, throw some buttons in there. So that KD ratio is super important here.
Hey, Jack said, yeah, that's totally true about Vibe.
Yeah, so Jax, I didn't know, man, because I'm not in the discussions anymore. I don't know if you guys literally don't have any game plan and you're just like, let's just go at it like a bum, or if you guys try to have like a basic sort of game plan to go with, but you don't particularly stick with it all that hard. Like, I don't know. I haven't been in those discussions anymore, so I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I think it's real quick to note is that they fixed the button holding column glitch, and now we can get some official top button holding, which I think is great.
Back to that. We got to take that to Dash Court, man. Come on.
I think the fix is perfect. It's what it should have been in the first place. It makes the most sense now.
3.
Here we go, another countdown
2.
for Arc.
Ooh, and there they are.
Here we go. Nope.
Some back and forth there, but the blue takes it, other takes it.
We got less than 15 minutes left on the clock. Arc is killing it with 2 points against others 0. Others having to really push today, man. They're having a tough time. Have they ever had this tough of a time in the past?
Well, they're doing better right now. Arc came out strong, but Arc hasn't been able to do much in the last few minutes. So other might have figured something out. We still got 14 minutes to go. So that's
still enough time to change it.
Can still be won by other. Yeah, there's plenty of time left.
Or drawn. But it is definitely another battle.
2.
All right, nice counter there. That's another thing to keep in mind.
Ooh, what's going on? What happened there?
Yeah, looks like maybe that was close. The button.
Yeah, and that is why I will have to say this. While they fixed the button by bringing up the hitbox underneath, they didn't expand it for the top. So it is a lot harder to hit those buttons when you get close. You got to pay more attention.
Yeah.
Yulumi is holding down B.
I
Oh,
did
but
like
Tor took
being
him
able to
out.
swipe your hand through the button to hit it, because it just makes it easier. And your focus shouldn't be on pushing a button like you do in real life. Your focus should be on what's happening around you.
Well, you can still swipe through it. You don't have to hit it from the top down. You can still swipe through it. You just can't do it through the column.
It's pretty hard
I think.
to swipe through.
Oh, okay. I got you.
And
Yeah, that's what I meant, to be able to swipe through the column just to give it that bigger hitbox.
In regards to that, listen,
Hey, Pat.
I've been asked a couple times, like, well, I heard on a couple streams, like, oh yeah, bring it back, but they just don't have any plan. They don't want to break the rules. Which is sounding kind of crazy. Why would we?
Hey, Fathead.
We can't hear you, man.
Yeah, let's talk about it after the map, because we can't hear you over the game sounds. Pop back in after this map.
Well, we're coming for blood. That's all there is.
Ooh, like sharks.
Good deal, but I would love to hear how the team's running. So definitely hop back in.
Real quick, so blue
I'd like to talk
has
to you about it.
both sides, but not the middle.
Another thing here for other, they're down by 2 and they lost the first map, so they have to win this map to force the tiebreaker. So they have to get 3 caps. 2 caps does nothing for them. It puts on even more pressure.
Red team scores in 3, 2 countered.
Counter.
Red team scores in.
Yep, those KDs haven't changed. Still pretty lopsided.
Yeah, I think to win this map without winning the KD battle would take some serious ingenuity or luck.
Red team
You're
countered.
100% right. It's all about those plays, 1v2s and beating them out.
Yeah.
Kill streak.
Red team captures point B. Red team captures point B. Blue team captures point B.
Yeah, just the nature that on this map everyone can see you coming from a mile away turns it into sort of that deathmatch type field where if you want to make any progress against the other team, you're going to have to mow them down in your path as you go there. There's not so much sneaking around, getting behind stuff. I mean, you've got the low rail, and if someone's not looking in the right direction, you can sneak around them for sure. But if you've got someone, especially in base, a sniper, who's able to keep an eye out on all the rails coming in, if your people at B are keeping an eye out and making good call-outs as to where the enemies are, then it's really hard to sneak behind anybody and sneak an advantage that way. So this map, if you have the team that's just gonna be able to win those 1v1s, 1v2s, and all that, and push forward, is gonna have the advantage of the whole map.
Red team captures point A.
Whereas on a map like Gray, you can sneak around or get a
Blue team
quick cap
captures
while people are too
point
far away
A.
to counter you and win it that way, but that's just not possible
Blue
as much
team
here.
captures
Yep.
point B.
Yeah, no, I
Red
agree.
team
They can see you a mile away.
captures
The only
point
hope is to
C.
create chaos so that their backs are turned and so you
Red
can
team
start sneaking
scores.
in. But right
Countered.
on that, this
Blue
is just a
team
killer's map.
captures point C.
One drawback of doing a league this way, where it's just round robin, you play everyone once, is that teams don't get the chance to redeem themselves against another team unless they meet in the playoffs. So that's a little disappointing, but
Blue team captures
I expect
point
Other
A.
and Arc to be in the playoffs, so
Blue team
hopefully
scores in
if Other doesn't pull this one out, hopefully they'll get that chance at redemption later on.
Yep. Yeah, there's going to be upsets. There's going to be, you know, some surprises by the end of the league. Yeah, I still like round robin.
captures point C. Counters in. Blue team
Another countdown.
scores in. Blue team scores in.
All right, sorry for
Come
being
on.
away for so long. I was maintaining the sound.
Scores
Oh man,
I'll
nice
be-
defense. Whoever that was on the red button took out two
Yep.
people. They might have had a cap right there.
Counter.
Real quick, everybody in the chat, if it sounds good, just give me a thumbs up. Back to you guys. Go ahead.
I'm just saying that
That one
others
little cap right
getting some
there
good
could have
pushes
given
there.
others some confidence to push forward. So they need 3 caps, and it's 9 minutes. They need to already start pushing out
Captures
and
point
getting
B.
super aggressive right here. They don't have much time.
Captures point A.
He's just sitting there.
Top dasher for Arc right now.
Oh man,
Ooh.
did you guys just see Nepticon took 2 people out and 1 guy there?
Let's see that
Red
replay.
team
Yeah,
captures
it's
point
nice having
A.
5 dashes when the other
Blue
people you're
team
fighting have none.
captures
So
point
Yeah.
B.
that helps.
Nepticon.
He was dashing around while they
Boom.
were just standing there. They were
Boom.
obviously out of
Boom.
dashes.
I mean,
Boom.
he had them lined up right there.
Nice.
Dre, I just now figured out what you're doing with that replay thing, and I like it. I like how it's offset, so you're not missing what's happening in the game.
Blue
Hey,
team
Yeah, I like that as well.
I gotta
Appreciate
say,
that.
Dre,
Red team
this is your best looking stream
captures
so
point
far.
C.
Hey, that's what she said. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I will have to say I do like how the button is handling Neo right now.
Blue team captures
'Cause it
point C.
Takes a little bit more effort to get in there.
Blue team captures point B.
What do you mean, Style? What are you saying?
I'm just saying it takes a little bit more effort when you're going in to get that point. Even just to cap it.
You mean
know?
to physically hit the button?
Yeah, to hit the button because when you're defending it against it, it's always kind of an uphill battle to get that back, but it's also even an uphill battle just to get in there and hit it.
Blue team.
Ooh, and they grabbed it. That's awesome. 1-2.
Very nice.
Good job.
So
good
let's
job.
see if they can convert that cap into some more.
It was not a clean
5 minutes,
sweep.
25 seconds here.
Match
Almost 7 minutes on the clock. Arc with 2. Other pulls out 1.
Point B.
Let's do it.
Blue
Flag is
team
going up, get their point.
captures Point C. Red team captures point C.
I would love Other to win this one and get its tiebreaker map and get to watch these two teams play another map.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Flaggy's going to get in sniping some Mr. V style here. Oh, somebody's was taking some pot shots on him.
On the other side saying hi.
So the question here is Arc going to try to go defend for the next 6 minutes, or are they going to push hard?
Red team
Yep.
captures
Yep, that is interesting to find out. They might,
I think,
maybe once it gets closer to 2 minutes or something, they might lock it down a little bit more, but there's still too much time right now for them to try to start turtling right now, I think.
captures point
Yeah, I think if you're trying to defend for the last just like couple minutes, like 6 minutes, I don't think you should just. It's still really important to have B, because if you have B, it's so much easier to push. So they still have to kind of just be aggressive towards the point.
Blue team captures point C.
Holding it down.
So it looks like they're rocking a strategy at B where you stay close to that point just in case someone comes and gets C for them.
Yeah, exactly. My man, Style Dev in the place to be. Go ahead and check out Equip VR. Awesome fucking website. I love it. I'm gonna buy my lenses through there.
Thanks, bud.
We almost
Kind of
Yeah,
like
we-
Roy.
Point C.
And we are actually going to be sponsoring the next hyperdash tournament
Point B.
Hell yeah.
with $100 in accessories going to the winning team.
Ooh.
Very nice.
And $1,000 in accessories going to the caster. I like it. I love it. I said no, but he did it anyways.
Yeah.
Hey, but no, seriously, if you want to know about accessories, because I know they're everywhere and you can't find a central location to get that kind of information, check it out. Equip VR.
And the website is equipvr.io.
Captures point B.
Yeah, Style Dev's mic sort of cut out right there. What he really said was $100 worth of accessories for each player on the team.
Captures
So great benefit right there for the win.
Hey, I might do it if it's a 2v2.
Hey, he said, hey, lad said Style Dev's mic cut off. All he heard was $100 in ass.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That'll be good for about a month.
Everybody, I'm sorry. Hey, I just did a kids match. I didn't say a single cuss word. Give me credit for that.
Hey,
good
Style,
job, man.
I
Good
did
job.
miss a bit what you said about that. So you're just saying whatever the next tournament is, you're offering up a prize, or you have a tournament in the works already?
Yeah, no, so Sage is talking about doing a 2v2 or a 1v1 tournament, potentially doing control point,
That would be
offered
cool.
up by Fathead. And so Equip VR is coming in. We're going to put in $100 prize worth of accessories that they can pick from our site.
awesome.
To be split by whoever the winning, if it's one person or two people. So
team captures point B.
That'll be interesting to find out how they would split up the prize. Some of that stuff is super expensive.
yeah, there might be some rounding errors there to help them out a little bit.
All right, that'll be good.
Hey, the other guys on the comments said, "Nice work, boys." So we know who he's going for. He's going for other. They pulled it out in the last. What is this? We got 3.5 minutes left. Let's see if they can get another point and tie this.
Yeah, but shout outs to Lumi and Nub right now with 67 kills each. Lumi just got 68 kills. They're kind of competing there. It's kill deaths are telling a whole nother story here.
Let's check out Lumi.
Red team counters in.
Red team is trying to get it. They're out for blood. They want that win.
Blue team captures point B.
Louis just
Lumi just
decided to
fell
go
off
for
the
a
edge.
swim. I guess he thinks he has this map locked down, and he's just taking some leisure time.
It was Rainbow.
I do just want to note that Ark was able to get 2 points in less than 3 minutes, so anything's possible here.
Countered.
Yeah, but others going to have to play super smart and be very aggressive.
Blue team
Meanwhile, Ark has the easier job of just retaining this lead.
captures point
They got
A.
just over 2 minutes. They could easily start turtling up right now.
Red team
So red team's about to score.
countered.
I don't know what's happening at C there.
Captures point
There you
Now
go.
BC,
Red team
they're fighting it out, duking it out, and B.
Looks like people are still getting those rail-to-rail shots in,
Lumi, power-ups.
which I have to say is one of the most satisfying kills in this game, I believe.
Who haven't we checked out yet? Let's check out the boy Roy.
Blue team captures point A.
Shock pistols.
Just been up for a push, maybe. Oh, and he's heading back.
Red team captures point B. 2.
1. Over.
Red team
Wow,
And
there
it's
you go.
takes
over
it.
3-1.
Yep, so they didn't turtle up. They kept aggressive and tried to go for that 3-0 win.
Ark took
Great
it.
performance
Ark
by
took
Ark.
it.
So Ark gets max points, tournament points for
Max
this, right?
points, that's right.
You get max points, but they don't get the shutout.
Damn, like that. And that's where we're at. Top dasher for Ark. 73 is Lumi. Barely pulled it out. Gets Nub. And other has top dasher of Gatsby with 56th. Nice.
Nub's holding that trophy
Tor,
in the
Tor,
lobby right
Tor,
now.
I'm sorry, 57. Tor took it with a 1. Ooh, so close. I apologize. What were you saying, Maker?
Nub right now with the top score, and even though he didn't get top kills, he's got very low deaths. That dude, first game match for Arc, came out and was a huge difference.
You know that Arc right now is sitting there, and their heads are actively growing by at least a half inch in diameter as we
That'll
speak.
just make it easier to get headshots on him.
Yeah, I can guarantee you, Other is going to be in their Discord voice channel, debating this one and trying to figure out what went wrong and what could go better, and they're going to come out with a better showing next time. So
And it looks like because the next match is coming up, they've jumped out of the server, so no death match.
Yep. So let's. Well, I guess we can break down that last match, but after that, we'll go over the awards. What do you guys think about Makers? What do you think about this Arc team? How are they looking at?
Oh, man.
And do you already have any ideas of how you want to approach them? Or are you guys going to be studying this tape and
I mean,
trying to
honestly,
figure it out?
before this match played, I was thinking Other was, top few teams. They've been practicing, getting their stuff together and looking pretty solid. Of course, we knew Arc is taking it seriously. They blew up 4D and focusing on their on Arc and changed the name and got these like really good recruits. So they're no joke. They're going for VRML, and you're seeing that right now. But for them to manhandle adults like Other, who are trying hard, that is a statement game right here for both sides. But as we know in these matches, when you get a little bit of momentum and a little bit of mismatch going on, whether it's player skill sets or strategy or whatever, things can look lopsided, even though it's really a lot closer than it looks. So I'm not over judging from this, but Arc should be proud and they should be happy of this result. That was huge.
Is this the first time we've seen no death match happen at the end of a league match?
Maybe.
I think so, but we don't have time for it this time, Fathead, because we got other matches coming. So
I believe we've got MVDs here now, right?
yeah, but we got time for that. So Fat, real quick while you're here. So what were you saying about Vibe's approach?
I was gonna say real quick that I think the addition of Nub, where I voted personally that he should be able to play, but I think that it was taken too intensely by Other, and they focused on that issue too much. Maybe I think it might have gotten their heads a little bit for this match, as shitty as that is, or as crappy as that is. You don't think it got Gatsby? I think Gatsby might have got a little turned up, but anyway,
they're not going to let the addition of one player affect what their game plan is. They're still going to go out with the same game plan. Arc just
ominous dude that he's got like this, and he's a killer. So like everyone's got this whole like concept of him coming out there, but that's neither here nor there.
He also only played one map. He was only on yellow, so exactly. Nub is not the reason that they won that map. Arc just came with it, man, and they deserve that win. They had a dominating win right there.
Yeah, 1,000%. Their payload was fantastic. In regards to Vibe, so like I heard a couple times people saying, yeah, they don't want to play competitive, so I don't know what they're doing. What's the point if you don't want to play competitive? And
so hold on, Fat, hold on.
Hey, Lat.
So let me give you what's up.
Hey, can you add Tusk to this to the media so he can come into the voice channel with us?
So Tusk has media creator role, so he should be able to join the voice channel.
Okay, thank you. Sorry, continue.
So Fathead, I stopped you because so I personally, maybe other people have said it, but I personally, I don't think that you guys are not trying to be competitive. You obviously are. What I'm wondering is what sort of preparation you do. Now, my guess, I've been saying is, I think that if I had to guess, I think that you guys probably have a basic game plan laid out, like, okay, your job is this, your job is this, your job is this, and you guys then just go out and just do it. But y'all aren't, you're not doing any like very specifics or practice or anything like that, right?
Basically, how we roll is, I just guess people got a misconception based on my initial announcement post of the team, but we just don't have any scheduled, like, everyone's going to be here on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock for practice, and this is your job, and this is your job. You're a front line, you're a back line. We want everyone to play the game how they feel the flow of the game. Everyone on Vibe is expected to know each other and how they play and what they're doing. There's only one person giving, like, call-outs during the game. And when we practice, how we do it is how Illy, not fucking necessarily, I would say as Puffs created, where if we get 5 of us on, we go to Discord chat
Hello?
If we don't have 5 of us on, we still make a point to link up with each other and play together so we can fight with each other and learn how each other play. We're just trying to...
Hello?
Well, that's cool, man. I know that'll help keep the other guys on that team interested and keep it fun for them, which is awesome. I'm happy that those guys are getting to still participate in the league, and they found a way to make it fun for them.
Because my phone rang.
Yeah, Fat, I think you're cutting out or something, but I'll just say
I gotta hang up. I have no idea what just happened to the Discord chat.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later. So I am excited to see how Vibe is going to do in the league with their new approach. So I think there's still going to be a team to be reckoned with. The talent on that team is undeniable.
Yeah, sorry, I don't know what happened.
Hey, that's all right. You know why? Because if it's not having problems, it's not Dash League TV, baby. Go ahead and reset your computer and come back to us, Fat. We'll be here for the next match. You can join us.
No, I'm back. I'm
Okay.
back right now. I just had to hang up because I got a phone call during that.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, so it's you guys and what time is it actually? 109.
109.
So it's you guys at TBDi coming up. Are you playing? I assume you are.
Yeah, I am playing. 20
Where's
minutes
everybody?
from now.
It's like 10 minutes after match time already.
What? No. I thought it wasn't it at 1:30.
You missed it already. You don't have to worry about playing anymore. Classic. You can go to sleep.
Yeah, classic match is over. Your team forfeited. We're just letting you know.
Go catch a movie
No,
or
well,
something.
it was 1:30 if it had to be 1:30. We were trying to get it done. Like I had until 1:30.
I thought it literally was 1:30.
Now it's like 1 or 1:30. It's just whichever. So, like I said, I enjoy
Okay,
the conversation here, so I don't mind.
Well, they're
We'll
not.
take till 1:30.
The other team's not there, so let me ping the team then.
You should go make more levels. Classic. Instead of playing. That's what you should do.
I'm bad right now. I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out.
Hey.
I'll make a good one day.
You're always asking people what kind of levels they want to see. I had like this fucking cool idea in my
Yeah,
dreams.
give me ideas. And I'll sketch it out.
Yeah,
And
classic.
figure
I
it
was
out.
actually gonna message you and see if you wanted to try to make it, but
I didn't get it.
no, I didn't message you yet. Try to create a rush game. So have you ever played the game For Honor? Or just
Nope.
Battlefield, how it has A, B, C, D, E.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but do it in the sense.
Yeah, like a battlefield.
Treat it like a floating islands rush. So like Team A starts at the bottom, and Team B has 3 different start points up the mountain of floating islands. And so like blue team starts at the bottom, and they got to work their way up across rails to the next platform, hold it down for a matter of 20, 30 seconds or whatever. But the thing that I thought would be cool about it is if each platform had like a thing that could be shot 10 times, and once it was shot 10 times, it would deactivate the platform for 10 seconds, 20 seconds or something. And so it would force the enemies to come from a certain direction, sort of thing. I don't know.
Stuff like that, though, Fathead. I think stuff like that, though, requires game code and a game type to do that. I don't think you could just add a map and be like, okay, here's a platform that you can shoot, and it affects how the game plays, though.
I don't even know ones and zeros, man.
Hey,
I'm just spitballing here.
Hey, but that's okay because don't test your own labs. They might figure it out. But with that being said, the man, the myth, the legend, the guy who's giving us this beautiful stream, Tusky Baby, has joined the stream. How's it going, Tusk?
Yo, what up? How's everybody doing?
Good. I tried to do a tusk horn for you there. That wasn't very good.
Is that what that was?
Man.
I'm all right, man.
Catch that first match?
No. I was actually busy here doing some family stuff, so I text Dre that I was going to be a little bit late.
Hey, but I'm glad to see you here now. Tusky Baby donated this beautiful PC that's giving us this beautiful stream, man. It's looking beautiful, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's so solid, Tusk, man.
Good dude.
Weird.
Good, Dre.
More than
you.
welcome, man.
I like
Help
how
him
you
make
moved
the
the
dream
chat down
possible,
to this
Tusky.
bar on the bottom there, Dre. I like all the Dash League robots down there on that bottom banner also. Stream's looking top notch right now, Dre.
Hey, gotta keep.
I'm gonna jump, boys. I'm just pulling up to the gas station. I gotta go in here. I'm gonna jump. Have a good rest of your day.
You're at the gas station.
Later,
What?
Fat.
Peace.
Peace. You
See ya.
should have an electric car. You should be saving the planet, man.
I only have one more suggestion for your stream, Dre. If whoever that dude is on the top left, if we could switch him out with some super hot like supermodel chick.
Hey, you haven't
so
seen
we
me.
could just be looking at her instead.
you haven't-
Sex
That would
sells.
be great.
You ever see me in a bikini, bro? I got hips to kill.
Oh,
All right,
God.
next stream, Dre.
Borat.
I expect to see you in that Borat bikini.
Very nice.
My sister. Wait a minute. Shout outs to everybody. Thank you for everybody joining
All
me.
right,
I'm
so
Trey Day all
Sorry,
day.
Dre, go for it.
I got Dash League TV in the place to be. The homie Tusk. Oh my God, I can't wait to have him live in the studio. Tusk on the line. I got Ladder Alice on the line. I got Maker on the line. I got Style Dev on the line. I got Fathead getting gas apparently, and I got Classic Scout in the match. Let's get it going. Did I miss anybody?
No, dude, but I'm impressed that you kind of got Lateralis' name right, dude.
I've been
doing good.
It's because what it is I recorded Tusk's voice and I kept playing it over and over again.
I'm glad it worked out, dude.
Hey,
All right, so what I was going to say, Dre, when I was cutting you off there is like, let's go ahead and announce these awards.
Go
We
for
can
it, man.
Talk about that while we're waiting for teams to get here. So, again, for MVD, it was going to be between Altimian, Yellow, Maverick, Despair, Fearless, Rico, Eskimo, Stoned, Mr. V, or Lumi. And the winner of MVD, and he won by 1 vote, is Rico. So that's your MVD
Nice.
from ladder season.
most vicious
Very well
Dasher.
deserved. Very well deserved. Now that vote, like I said, he only won by 1 vote, and there were 2 people that had just 1 less vote from him. So I'll give them a shout out too.
Okay.
Maverick, who was leading the vote for a little while, and then Mr. V also got just 1 vote less than Rico. So
Damn,
there really,
that's
there really were no
close.
choices in that list. Yeah, there really were no wrong choices in that list. But I think Rico, that's well deserved. Makers, what do you think about that?
Oh man, shout out to him. He helped evolve the game from the beginning of the last season to where it's at now. I mean, he helped change the game, so I think he is well deserved. But those other guys, any one of them, they could have easily taken that prize. But man, Recco, he did awesome. And by the way, everyone calls him Rico. I call him Recco. I think it's short for
What is it
Ricochet.
actually?
It's
Ricochet.
yeah. So he's been
Wait.
adopting all those names.
I want to be clear. Ladder Alice is fucking up somebody's name. What?
Well, not really. I mean, it's Ricochet, right? It's not Ricochet.
Yeah, that's why even calling him Recco isn't exactly accurate either. But
All right,
Rico
you heard it
isn't
here
either.
first. Maker said everybody now has to call him Rico. All right,
Recco.
Rick for short. What's up, Rick? That's your new
Recco,
name.
like WRECKO, Recco.
And I like the record to
That's
show
how I call
Tusk turned on
All
me
right.
immediately.
I gotta give you a shout out to Makers when the vote was tied between Maverick and Rico. You put your vote in for I think it was for Fearless. Even though your vote for Rico would have put him over Mav, so that's a respectable move because you were trying to stay objective and you had reasons for making it Fearless. So I respect that, Makers. I appreciate that vote. Let's move on to
Is that true?
best team leaders. Yeah, is that true, Makers?
Well, I think I might have posted for Eskimo. If I could have made a 3-way vote, it would have been for Yeah,
It might
either way.
have been Eskimo. Maybe I'm just mixing it up. Yeah, Eskimo had quite a few votes.
But Fearless also was one that I wanted to put a vote for because I mean, obviously, I know all of them very well. I feel like all of them impacted big time through that season. But you can't argue with Mr. V and Maverick either. So that was a tough one. They all deserve props.
Yeah. So for best team leaders, again, the options were Makers and 1V, Gatsby, Worthen, and Style Dev, and Odd. Now, part of what goes into who I chose to allow to be voted for on best team leaders were that these team leaders or captains were vocal in captain's discussion and with league matters. So that's why it's just Style and Odd, because we didn't hear too much from Wolf or Moderation in league matters. Moderation a little bit more than Wolf, so I just picked out those guys because those teams did really well throughout the season. So 40V towards the end of the season, so they deserve to be up there. And this whole award is called Best Team Leaders because Gatsby is not actually a captain, but he did so much bringing other to that top tier status that they're at now. So you had to throw him in there. So everyone deserving for this one, but the winners for this one probably no surprise to anybody. Makers and 1V, best team leaders. So, Makers, give us your thoughts on that. I'm sure you expected that to be the outcome. And don't lie and say you didn't.
I mean, obviously, being within our own team, we know how much work we put in, and we know what we're doing. But once you started talking about being vocal, then yeah, obviously 1B and myself have been pretty vocal in our captains discussions. But so as like Style and all you guys, which is great. That's exactly what we need. We need to, get this stuff ironed out. But no, that could have gone either way. Fine, we have the crown, so the results are there. But you look at UNS, you look at all these guys, and they're really whipping their guys in shape. So it's hard to once again give that award to any individual person or team. It changes week to week.
Humble in victory, I like that. If there was an award for best storyline of the season, it would also have to have been TBD. So TBD started out as Makers, this relatively unknown dude who's just sort of posting up from time to time on the main HD Discord.
No.
And we start the league, and all these teams pop up pretty quickly. And then I think we had 6 or 7 teams that popped up within the first couple weeks or so, and I'm trying to grow the league and get more teams and trying to find people to start teams. And Makers posts up, I think, as free agents, and I talked to you about seeing if you'd be interested in starting a team, and you were game for that. You're an ambitious guy, so I'm glad I approached you about it. And we helped, just like we did with ONYX and SP&V, we sort of helped cobble together your team, find you players to get a new team going. And we just happened to throw, and of course you found these players yourselves and you made it work. I'm not trying to say like we built this team, but like we tried to throw some players your way, and it was fortuitous that you got some really great players, and it was fortuitous that RDF was also looking to join the league, but we're having a little bit of trouble sort of recruiting exactly what they were looking for. But they needed the numbers. They had a conversation with you. I guess we're impressed well enough with what your direction was going to be, and so you guys teamed up. And then you would think that this brand new team that just got formed, they weren't together in some plan, so they knew each other a little bit already and anything like that. You're all new to each other, but you guys hit the ground running, and right as soon as you announced that you joined forces, you started scrimmaging. You started challenging matches. It didn't matter who it was. You didn't try to take on weak teams that you were like, well, we're for sure gonna be able to win against these guys. You were taking on any and all takers, and just went undefeated through that whole process. And it was the practice and preparation and the intelligence of your players, and ability to make game plans, the sheer skill of all those of the RDF team, especially the younger ones there coming from Rec Room, I guess they did, which translates over obviously very well. So the whole storyline for TBD this whole season has been fantastic. Even the stupidity of your name. Hopefully that... I was really hoping you guys were going to announce day one, here's our new team and whatever. I cannot wait to see what your actual name is going to be, to see what your logo is going to be. I'm going to have to get Darkmoon to go talk to No Shot and get a lesson in how to make a logo in less than a month, because I want to know who the hell your team is going to be. I'm so tired of TBD. So.
I mean, hey, it's true in so many ways, the name that we ended up selecting here. So the logo is TBD.
I can't argue that it's not appropriate.
Yep. So no, but I appreciate you running through all that. Really, you were there at the foundation, and like any of these new teams that start off, it's so easy to not do the hard work and actually make a team, but just hop on an existing team. But it's so rewarding when you gain friends and fellow soldiers through this process, and getting to know the guys that came our way. And Lateralus, yeah, man, you threw us Eskimo. Eskimo is like one of the top players in this entire game. So that was
I didn't know it at the time, damn it.
Nobody did. We had to extract the beast out of him. So it's been a great run, and the guys have been fantastic. So we'll see who the next story will be for this coming season.
Yeah, the storylines will be great this season. I gotta say, my latter season shout outs, obviously you Makers, you helped. You helped grow this league too with just the sheer talent and ability and gamesmanship that TBD had. So you and that team, you guys deserve a shout out for helping grow this league. Dre Day, you of course helped grow this league probably more than anyone with these live streams. I was hoping when I made the league that we'd get to cast a match or two here and there and whatever, but you've stepped up to the plate, Dre, and you've knocked it out of the park. You've inspired the other casters, so we're going to have some more good casting coming up. Mr. V is going to start casting. Plastic Scout has already been casting it. He's got a solid product out there too. So that's going to be great for Season 1. So thanks to you also, Dre, for the work you've put into it. Obviously, you got to give a shout out to Fathead. The way he unknowingly put together Elite was ultimately the it helped me make that decision to make it a team thing and not a clan thing. I mean, something would have had to have been done in order to grow teams, but the way that Elite was put together as just a cobbled together group of players from all different clans or no clans, made that decision or made that solution pretty easy to see. So it was how Elite was constructed that turned it into when I was making the league rules that teams are based off team affiliation, not clan affiliation, and clan members can be on multiple teams. Now the thing is, any clan leader, Odd or Choppa at the time, could have said, no, you can't go play for another team, and that's how leagues are in other games. That's how it was when I was in leagues in UT. It was like you're with your clan and that's it. You don't bounce around. So this sort of, considering the sheer size of clans, the way Fathead put Elite together sort of helped me find a solution for that. So definite shout out there. Also Fathead for just being the character that he is it's so intriguing to just see what that fool is going to do next time. And I call him a fool endearingly because I love the guy. So but he is the class cloud of the league, and that of course keeps things interested. And also I mean Gatsby too. Gatsby's been huge and instrumental in growing this league and all that. The dude he also has ambition, but he's also smart and thinks about just thinks about any situation from multiple different angles to sort of find the right solution to a thing. And he's been a huge help for me to consult with. Style Dev too. Style Dev helped me get those stats and everything set up, and which has been for me at least, I don't know how much everybody's checking out stats, but it's been a huge key for me to have to be able to check those stats at the drop of a hat whenever I wanted to. So that's been huge also. But I've had a lot of help making that ladder season successful. Had a lot of help getting this season going right here. So I just wanted to give a little bit of I appreciate you guys.
It sounds like you're dying or you're leaving the company. What's going on, man? What's happening?
No, you just cut me off right when I said where I was going with that. I've got to tell the people that have helped me out a lot with this league that I appreciate it. So just had to give people a little shout out there for helping me out with this, because you guys always shout me out on these casts, but there's a lot of people that make this happen. So I just want them to be appreciated too. And
then Peace, he's out.
He's gone. He's
all right.
See you
I'm
bitches
done.
later.
Never see me again. Adios.
So
I talk like I post.
Because that's the same exact speech McAfee gave right before he took off.
Yeah. Well.
I do want to note that I don't know if the teams led to this, but there really is only one clan, I feel like, anymore, which is HH, with about 40 to 50 players in it. 40 is gone. Geezer, I haven't seen them post in forever. You have 9V with 9 players, and BD has like 10 players, and there's France. You know, obviously they're more of a team. They've got 8 players. There really are no more clans.
To be honest, the way things are structured, it's the way the leagues that I've played in before were structured. Like basically, what these teams are is what we would be calling the clans. Clans, like in other games, you have like your community players and then your competitive players, and the competitive people would be in a clan. At least in the games that I played, would be in a clan. And the clan would be like 10, 15, 20 people or whatever, and all that. But in this game, the clans, I don't know if it was because it was an alpha and there wasn't any competition or what, and people were just accumulating players. But 4D was just way too big. HH wasn't as big, but they're getting pretty big now, so they're a pretty big entity as is. Just the way the teams are structured, they're basically taking the place of what the clans were in other leagues. So it all works out to the same.
First of all,
So I'm
Lat
happy
has
with
to
it.
say that because he's responsible for all of this. And second of all, it's because you can't say clan no more. You gotta say video game enthusiast group or team, because clan has
Depends on what clan
negative
you're talking
undertones.
about.
So I'm just saying, that's what's going on. Let's be real. Keep it real on Dash League TV, man. Right, Tusk?
Dash League.
Style Dev? Lat Ellis? Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Did I say it right that time? Come on, people. Get excited.
I'm
We're
gonna
about to see
change how
another
it's said
match.
so that no one gets it.
What do we got?
So we got 2 minutes until it starts. Do we have our 5v5 in there, Dre?
Let's
Looks
check
like
it
we
out.
do.
Let's check it out. Oh yeah, the controller's not working, but everything else is. Yeah, we got our 5v5. It's gonna be orange map, aka Orange
Sweet.
Sherbert.
You give them the signal yet? I guess they're discussing. Never mind, they're discussing. So I guess we'll get.
In the
get
chat,
soon.
people are saying Dark Moon. Somebody said, "Oh, Toss said, yo, what up, chat?" And then somebody said, "Oh, this is all too cute." I think she was talking about when you were saying about, or they were saying about the Lateralis stuff. You were saying,
I'm sure.
Yeah.
I like to give props where props are due, so I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, we're on the stream. We're flinging poo in the background. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah, we got some dead space here. It's been a half hour between matches. We've got time for it.
Hey, anybody else got feelings they want to share here on Dash League? We could call this show "Growing Up Dash League." And be like, "Yo, man, people are mean. I used to want to be on a team. I don't want to be on a team no more."
Yeah, I do
You're
want
like
to
the
say,
therapist, Trey.
Hey,
Firelight has been out. He's got his wisdom teeth pulled, and he's like, I'm just back, feeling good. I might be in hyperdash tomorrow. He goes, but school starts Tuesday, so I'm kind of curious what's going to happen with all the school-aged kids going forward,
Yeah.
especially ARC, seeing as I feel like most of them are in high school, maybe.
Yep, I've wondered how school starting back up is going to affect people's availability, but we'll find out soon enough.
Same for us adults, right? Work starting up and taking up a lot of time,
Yeah.
and same thing.
Yeah, we're kind of coming out of that COVID coma.
Oh yeah.
Yep, it would be pretty interesting to see how this game would have developed if so many people weren't stuck at home, sort of just nothing to do other than play games. If this alpha just dropped with and the world was just putting along like it always does without some giant pandemic keeping everyone at home, like how many of us here now would have had the time to spend on playing the game and growing up with each other
man.
in the game? Like I know I wouldn't have been on here playing as much.
Just me.
100%, bro. 100%. I would not be here at all. I would have never bought a Quest. 100%.
hey, that's what I tell people. Don't buy a Switch, buy a Quest.
Yeah, I mean, I got into VR last year and tied it into my business. So I was kind of been doing this, but I was playing maybe like 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there at most. It wasn't until COVID that I really start kind of jumping in more in hyperdash into like hour-long, 2-hour-long play sessions.
Yeah, so any games that I had, I'd play bits and pieces here and there. I don't think I beat any other game. Played it all the way through, and then when I found hyperdash, it was like you didn't even want to leave. Like I would literally play when I first got it. I'd be playing for like 5 or 6 hours a day.
Yep.
It was awesome when I didn't have anything else to be doing. So.
Yeah.
Not 5-6 hours a day, but I would play as often as I can. There'd be times where I'm playing VR and people are walking in for a podcast, and I'm like, oh, hold on, sorry. Walking into the studio, see me swinging my arms, I'm almost hitting them. Right,
Mhm.
Tusky?
I don't think it was Dash League you were playing in
Oh.
VR when we walked in on you.
Oh, don't you? Not that time. Not that time. Hey.
I did hear it.
All I know is that I saw some hip thrusting. That's it, dude. I don't think there's any hip thrusting in Dash. So
And now with that attitude.
It's too real, bro. It's too real.
Now with that attitude. Dash League TV, we're waiting for this matchup. I don't know what's going on, but I got all the peoples. I got L in the place to be. I got Tusk in the place to be. I got Makers in the place to be. Ooh, Style Dev in the place to be. It's hot. Classic Scout took off. Who else we had left? Is that it?
And that is it.
Did somebody
Count
sneak
Fat's
it?
broken microphone.
And Fat's broken
we got-
microphone.
Oh, he's in a
TBDi,
call.
is this their first official match? I don't think they played in Season 0, right?
There is.
No, yeah, this is first official match.
They are so fresh. They
We
don't
even
have a
got-
logo.
And
Yeah,
How many scrimmages have they had together, Makers? I know they've played FR, but what else have they done as the TBDi
I mean,
team?
Yeah, FR bunch, and we've done some scrimmages, but two of these players, like who we got, Plus Ultra and Angry Parsnip, they're last week they joined us, so we haven't had like some kind of crazy solidified time together. Vertigo, there's my in real life friend, so I know him, and you know he's real solid. He's been getting real good, real quick. Dubas is our veteran on the team and captain, so he's the one who's had some real match time from TBD. Vic Viper, I think a lot of people know this guy. He's in the lobbies just terrorizing people forever. He's been playing for a long time. He's maybe the most experienced player on our team, actually. So this is it's a good lineup of players, but it's also a new lineup of players. This is not some kind of veteran clique here that's coming out to terrorize ONYX. I think they're pretty even playing field as far as experience goes.
And they're all international, is that correct?
Not all of the guys. We have like Angry is from the UK. Dubas is in France. Vic is in Denmark or Belgium. He's somewhere in that part of the world. Plus Ultra is West Coast.
Are you saying we got the European Union up in this?
Oh yeah, we got plenty.
They should rename them.
Also,
they should rename themselves to NATO. I'll go back to you. Sorry.
That's not bad, but you know what? We may take your suggestions since there's so much hate around TBD as a name. So, but,
you know what's been
that's why you call the notorious TBD. Go ahead.
What's been a big surprise to me was Plus Ultra, how long he lasted as a free agent. Now he's not terribly vocal on Discord or anything, so I don't think he was like really putting his name out there. But he's been in those public games and people have played him, and that dude has been a very good player since. Man, when did I meet him first? Alpha 4. I'm so surprised he stayed. He wasn't on the team much earlier than he was, and great pickup by you guys, Makers, to pull him into the team because he is for sure a solid player.
Yep. Yeah, he's been a great addition. He's very vocal too in our Discord, which was surprising because, like you said, he was MIA for a long time. I would see him periodically in lobbies and be like, "Hey man, you know you're good. You know, DM me on Discord." And he's like, "Oh, I'm not on there. I'll get on there eventually." I was like, "All right, well, when you do, find me." I didn't really pressure him, and I think I saw him enter Dash League Discord. I was like, "Oh, look at this guy. He made it in." And I saw him in a lobby randomly again. I was like, "Hey man, I saw you made it in. You should talk to me." And he never did. And then one day he did, and we made it happen. So I'm glad we made it happen.
Looks like they're waving us down.
Oh yeah, looks like we're getting ready to rock.
Let's do this.
Here we go. We got ONYX. We got TBDi. We got Dash League TV. Let's do it. We're about to hit.
Yeah, so the contrast between these two teams, Makers, it seems like TBDi has put together of some players who've been around for a while but haven't played together as a team with anybody for the most part.
Hey.
Whereas ONYX has, I think, just 2 players out of those 5 right there that have been around for a while. Blood Inc. has been around for quite a while, and Classic since Alpha 1.
Hey, lad.
Plasmic, Percent, and Mando are all pretty new. What's up, Dre?
Say the same exact thing, but with passion. Say it with love. Come on, man. Try it again.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't know which particular phrase you want me to say with passion, Dre.
Any part. Go for it.
I love you, Dre. I love you so much.
Oh, wow.
You're an awesome caster.
I got weird.
You think in a
About
room?
You, Dre.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's not what he was saying, but yeah.
That's still
I
in
love
my
it.
usual
I love
monotone,
it.
Dre.
I love it.
Me professing my love for you is still in my usual monotone.
I love
Sorry.
it.
I could hear you smile through that. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, and here we
All right,
go.
here we go.
Here we go.
Right. So TBDi pushing.
They got a single man push going right now.
I feel like there's a lot of teams are picking blue lately for payload. It's nice to see orange here.
Yep.
Now, the game settings audio, I keep forgetting to change it. That's why you guys are not hearing the lady. I don't know. I guess they changed something. I haven't adjusted it yet.
I don't hear any game sounds, but then again, that's not a huge problem. Sometimes the game sounds get in the way of me being able to hear each other speak. Like, I don't need to hear gun shooting to be able to know the
3
guns are
men,
being
2
shot.
men moving payload. Doing good so far.
Yeah, they did have a full push going, but it's down to 2 guys, I think.
Yep.
We
Yeah.
saw a
Bill's been
couple of
moving.
ONYX players
Moving.
chase the blue player around by their dash pickup instead of going for that card to stop it. So they have to play a little bit smarter. on that, or they're going to let that cart move a little bit too much.
Yeah, TBD does. It looks like they're getting a consistent push, even though they are jumping off a little bit, but it's still moving at a good pace.
Yeah, if you could get to the bottom of that ramp there with about 3.5 minutes left, you're doing pretty good. You're having a really solid push.
I mean, right now they're doing decent slowing the cart down. So ONYX, on the first wave didn't do so well, but these last couple of waves they've been doing really well. And as I say that, TBD.
Yeah, get the TBD wipes them out.
Angry Parsnip suffers the curse of Dre. Let's see what we got. Big Viper.
So whenever you focus in on somebody, they tend not to do well, Dre.
Hey, I have a gift.
Die instantly.
If I was an X-Man, I'd be Bad Day Man.
So, so somebody could pay you to sabotage a game.
Yeah,
100%.
I just started talking to that
Not just
person.
you, Dre. I think it was Classic Scout's stream. See, now they're at the bottom. They're at the bottom of the ramp here with 3:50 to go. So that's been a very solid push by TBDi.
Yeah.
But it's not just you, Dre, on Classic stream against this one we scrimmaged. I don't even remember who we scrimmaged, man. But he was on me, and I had no dashes, and I was trying to get up to the top of yellow our button to stop a cap, I think, and I fell all the way to the bottom section. I had one dash replenish, I jumped up and then fell again immediately. And I don't know if they capped on us during that time or what happened, but it was highly embarrassing, but Classic got it for everyone to watch. So it's not just you. Maybe Classic, his thing could be he catches someone in an embarrassing moment, and you catch people and they die. That would be pretty interesting.
I like to think more that I create them. I cause them to die, not that I catch them dying.
Push right now. Push.
You or Classic needs to create a fail of a game segment, and you could show like the most embarrassing play that someone made during that match.
I like that.
Yeah,
Great. Put it together.
Yeah, that should probably get me some more screen time now, because I do embarrassing things all the time.
So yeah, they're pretty close to the checkpoint. Looks like they're gonna probably get it here.
It's beautiful right
Yeah.
in this choke point.
Ooh,
Oh man,
push
they're gonna
right
go
here.
all the way, aren't they?
Oh no, they got dashed on. Oh, they got taken away.
Oh.
No, yeah, they got taken off, but
Ooh,
it's
and they got
very
chopped.
close.
Here he
But
comes! Here he
they
comes!
just walked away from the. They
There
just
it
had
is.
checkpoint payload right
And they
Good
did
job,
get
guys.
the extra time.
Woo!
there. So
Go back to that split view.
ONYX had two players next to that payload while there was no one on it before it hit checkpoint, and they both just walked past the payload for whatever reason, and a TBDi player just hopped on there and rode it right in. So those are the little things right there. That was the point where ONYX needed to get people around that payload and lock it down to try and drain off the seconds, because they were definitely going to get the checkpoint, but you want to drain off those seconds that they have to get to the end goal. But they just walked away from the payload and just let one guy just literally walk onto that payload and ride it all the way through checkpoint. So little things like that are
Makers
going to
in
have to
the,
be shored up.
Makers in the chat, there was a question: is TBDi's strategy the same as TBD's, or do they rock different strategies?
That's good.
Let's just say we are of the same mind and we're using each other to get better.
Nice.
Ooh, plus they
Are
got
you guys doing internal scrimmaging?
We are doing our best to, but we have a lot of European players, and that's opposite of West Coast players, so it is tough. But
Plus,
we
I-
are doing the best we can to use our collective to get better.
I have on a good resource, a good source saying that RDF has invested in that company that did the movie Get Out. You know those people that do those things. So they might be creating ringers.
They're getting a solid push going right here.
Oh man, 3-man push, cruising up the hill.
It's cruising down the street and they're 6-0.
Yeah, ONYX seems to be trickling in, but it's not doing that much to slow down TBDi.
Meanwhile, TBDi comes two people together right there to hit the payload. One
Holding
person
hands.
just behind him.
Let's check out somebody else. Who should we see? Top dasher for TBDi is 15. Angry Parsnip.
ONYX is 7% at 17.8. Actually, Classic Scout's 19.8.
Angry Parsnip 18.
Oh, for sure.
And then ONYX top dasher is Classic Scout. Let's check him out.
TBDi looks like they recovered and they got like at least a 2-man push going on that payload.
They're doing good on time. This is the hard part of Orange coming up right here. This choke is a little difficult.
Yeah, man, I love all the action that happens at the choke points too. It's, you know, you got people dashing left and right, people taking people out from behind. It gets a little intense.
I gotta see that replay.
I will say this: we have not seen one ARP path or payload, and they've done some interesting things for the ARP passes on domination. Mainly like this block right here on the left, where the payload is stopped right now.
Got him.
They've had a tendency to remove those. So it's going to be really interesting how payload's going to change when it gets an ARP pass.
I mean, just seeing how gray changed, it's like, man, this could be completely. Both of these payloads, you're right, could be 100% different.
Don't you dare badmouth Gray.
Gray changed.
Don't you dare badmouth Gray. I'll cut your mics right now.
Gray changed quite a bit, in my opinion. I'm not convinced yet it's been such a good change. Like, I like the art style, but it seems
she's a beautiful lady.
I'd have to do more testing, but it seems like it might be a little bit harder to get somewhere so quickly in that map. They added the extra dash, but I'm not a huge fan of where they put that dash at. You kind of have to go out of your way to get that dash now, and it slows you out.
Well, the dash by the rockets.
Yeah, I don't like his placement.
That,
I think
you know what that's going to do though is when that counter goes, you know, they are holding it down, you're going to be able to get to that point so much faster.
Except you have to take an extra dash to get up there to get it, and then you can get to the point. Instead of just taking your regular 3 dashes to get right to the point from the spawn. So you spawn. I haven't been able to test this like I want to, but it seems, I could be wrong, but it seems like on Gray now, the way where you spawn, you have to dash. You're so far back on the spawn, you have to dash just to get out of the shield on the spawn, and then you have to dash twice to get towards the button, and wait for 1 dash to refill to get to the button.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe you dash to get up to the dash by the rocket, and then you could get there maybe a little bit faster. It just takes some testing. The map might be playing a lot different now with these.
Well, what I don't understand is these spawn rooms are big enough for like 20v20s. You know, they're just ginormous.
I don't like how the devs.
Right.
I don't like how the devs pull you back so far in the spawn room. Like no one.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Oh, now you don't like a map,
like,
right?
Just spawn them right in front of the shield so that they're out in the action immediately. That they don't have to waste the dash just to traverse the length of the spawn.
Another thing that I just have brought up, and I don't think no one's ever really mentioned it that I know of. You're locked out of leaving your shield room, your spawn room on Gray, but not on yellow.
Yeah.
And it's kind of interesting. I'm wondering if they're, what their thoughts are behind that.
Yeah, I don't know. I've noticed that ever since yellow came out, because I walked right through the shield. I'm like, oh, why can you do this? But it's never seemed to really affect the game negatively, so I don't think there's been much outcry. But I'm sure for release they'll have that evened out somehow. I think 3-second countdown is a good thing. I would rather yellow have the 3-second countdown, because that will at least, if they don't fix the spawns to where you're closer to the shield, that would at least give players time to walk up to the shield and be ready to spawn out.
Right, which is what everybody does on Gray. You just you use your dash, get to the shield so that you can get your 3 dashes out the gate. Yeah, it is interesting. I kind of like the 30-second setup time on payloads, because you can talk a little bit of strategy in pub matches. Yeah. Same thing in Gray, but in yellow, that thing, you get in there and you're just gone.
So real quick, let's get back to the game here. So TBDi has taken it now to this little choke point tunnel, and they're pushing it past, and they still have 2 minutes.
Yeah,
that's a section right there with 2 minutes. That's a dominating performance, because Orange is super hard to get deliver that payload all the way. So they still have a chance to do it here.
Yeah, if you can get under that arch, I mean, anything right in that area is probably top notch here for match play. If you can get it around that corner, I don't think we've ever seen that in a match. Around the
Classic dashed a little bit too close to the front of the payload there and got killed for it. I wish they would change that on payload too.
He was dancing with the devil, and the devil won. Is that how that works? Wait.
Maybe.
I think the only way you should die, the payload should kill you, is if you ride the rail into it.
Hey.
But if you're just standing there and the payload bumps into you, I don't like that. I don't like if you dash in front of it and it catches your dash trail, you die. And you can still dash through the shield when you're on blue, trying to land on payload. You can still dash through the shield and die.
Yeah.
Which luckily I haven't noticed a situation where it's really changed the outcome of the game, but that's entirely possible, and I hope that gets fixed.
Hey,
just to know,
that's at war with the developers.
Say what, Trey?
I said that's at war with the developers.
No, the developers have actually been great. They're really open to suggestions that help out the competitive aspect of the game. A8 itself, I posted a list of fixes that we wanted, and they've tried to incorporate quite a few of them. So the devs have been great, giving us some of the things we want, but they do.
We're at 30 seconds,
I'm
guys.
sure they have a deadline.
30 seconds. 30
Wonderful
seconds.
Come
on.
And I want to. Yeah, and I want to know, everyone on blue is a negative KD, but this is what shows you on payload. They're really focused on getting that payload moving forward, as you can see, being 89% the way there.
Yeah, I think red typically has the kill advantage because you know where the blue players are going. They're going to the payload, so you know where to track them and all that. So if the KD might flip once the teams turn around, but we'll see.
There we go, 90%.
ONYX took it. ONYX took it. Woo! Jeebus.
Because most teams, I would guess that it's probably less. It's like 15% of teams or so push that payload past that small little choke tunnel. There. So if you can get that payload past that, then you're set in a great position.
I'd have to go back and check the other streams, but I'm pretty sure 90 is up there. Maybe even the furthest it's gotten in a match on orange.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's delivered it all the way on orange.
Definitely not all the way, but I think we've only seen high 80s, never in the 90s.
Now, orange, I've tested this. Orange does take, if you sit one person on a payload and just let them ride it all the way through with no distraction, you just stand on the payload from start to finish. Orange does take 1 full minute extra to reach the end, but you don't get an extra minute in playtime, and the same amount of playtime on blue. So that's part of the reason orange doesn't get scored on very often, but also that choke point right there is super tough to get through.
Yeah, it's definitely a longer route.
ONYX is making a great push out of their start, just like TBDi was.
Hey, I'd like to take this moment real quick to reset. Thank you to everybody who's joining us. Shout out to Triangle Factory. If you guys have a chance, go to SideQuest, download the game, check it out. Please leave 5 stars. Please hook them up. We need those reviews. We need to get those numbers up, those download numbers up. Shout out to Lad for Dash League. Shout outs to Equip VR for the dope accessory ideas. Shout outs to Tusky Baby. Go subscribe to his Twitch channel. He plays PUBG all the time, talking smack about chicken dinner or whatever the heck, chicken nuggets. And shout outs to everybody watching. Back to you guys.
Yeah,
so it's going to be interesting to see if TBDi at the bottom of that ramp has 350 left. It'll be interesting to see if ONYX, they're on pace to do even better than that.
Yeah, it looks like they're pushing a little bit faster.
There we go. Up to say, Makers has gotten quiet. He's over there taking notes.
So I'd like to be noted that in spectate mode, they have contained the camera now. You can no longer go off into the space, I think. It's not letting me get out of the borders. It's keeping me contained more. That's why
I think they need to turn clipping. They need to turn clipping off of that, or collisions off of the drone, and let it go through the walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just so you can get those angles better.
Hey, you know what I like? Angles. Woo.
You like them angles, don't you, Dre?
Hey.
So I gotta say, your drone work has gotten a lot better too with your angles. Like this angle you have on orange right here is absolutely perfect.
Wait. Say it.
As he changes it.
Say it slow again.
So it's about.
I'm saying you're fuck you, Dre.
Dude, you want me to tell you that he loves you again?
I want to make note of the time right now, guys. It's 3:40 something, and TBDi are doing real good holding them down that hill.
Yeah. So ONYX was on pace to get down there before 350, but TBDi actually slowed them down a bit, so they were about 10 seconds behind. So that
as I say that ONYX makes an amazing push.
Yeah, this is
rocket
right
launch!
Now. Ooh, and there.
Let's see that replay.
Got a couple of ragdolls on the air.
Check it out on the left. We got the replay. Nice with the rockets over the bridge and boom!
And boom. Nice.
Good
That was
rocket.
a solid rocket.
That
Who's,
was.
who's doing the rockets over there, Dre?
And let's find out. And I'm gonna. What do you think? A 10-second replay instead of 15-second?
Probably better.
All right. I can't find. Oh, there he is. Dubas. Dubas miss. No, that's not it.
And then those French missiles.
Do pass.
I love the Rammstein reference here.
Dubas miss.
Get a Lonely Island crew reference here and call him the boss.
The
What is the do? What's the do in there? Makers, do you know?
Oh,
I think
sliding
we're,
into the
we're
front
too
of the.
American to know what "do" means. I think it means like "the" in other languages, but I'm too American.
I'm doing
Or do is like
I
sometimes
mean, we could have told you
you.
that.
Oh, he's got the.
All right, now he's got the double rockets.
He's got
now.
the, and he's got that bend on those rockets. It's amazing. Look at him. He's going
Yeah,
up and
he's
over.
Hard.
He's
It's a
going
hard
for it.
place.
Nice.
Difficult zone right
2
now.
minutes on the clock.
They're doing a good job.
They're coming around the
They got
bend.
that Archway helping
Yeah,
out a little bit.
Dude, they are making him burn a lot of time here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually amazing. They might be able
Let's
to
see
hold
how-
them out.
Yeah.
Good
Might
job
be
by
a
Classic
helpmate.
to get those rockets down.
Classic
and now he's on the
Scouts
cart.
still top dash. Let's check
He's
him
on
out.
the cart with some backup. There we go. Good job, Classic.
You know, when ONYX does make it to the payload, they get some good pushes out of that.
Yeah, you can see they're trying to ride multiple people on the payload. Look at this push right
Yeah.
here. Look at this. Wow.
Yeah. Ooh, held it. He held
Hey.
it. Oh,
Hey.
Ooh,
Pretty close.
ooh,
got it.
Oh, wait.
Oh, no.
Wow.
No,
not quite there.
Check,
There we go.
They got
Hey, in the chat, is that Joram Oracom? Is that the actual developer? Is he watching the stream with us?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Jumps on.
Don't say anything.
Great
don't
job
say anything
there,
weird.
though,
The
Classic.
teacher's
When
here.
you watch this back, that was an awesome play, man.
Hell
Dude,
yeah.
that was a great push by them at the end, but I think they are behind where TBDi was at this point.
They are.
Yeah,
But
they are.
This could be anyone's game. They're doing such a great job.
You know what would be a nice addition is for the payloads for the.
Is someone
for the second
firing
round.
rockets at them, or is that their own team firing rockets? What's going on there?
Let's find out. Who's got the
Oh.
rocket?
Oh yeah,
guns?
there's someone. They got a sneaker behind them.
Yeah.
Who's got the
I was
rockets?
gonna say it would be really interesting if on the second round on the
Right
payload,
there.
if it would show
Dubas.
the time that the other
With the-
team had at the time they had the payload there. Does that make sense?
Dubas
Yeah.
holding it down. Look at.
It's
You
another,
got-
yeah, it's another point.
Like next,
Let's move
next
this
to the
overhead
timer.
drone.
Yeah.
He's got a
Next
great
to the
angle
timer
here.
where you have the countdown, if it would show where the other team was at that point on their own separate timer, to show it in red or something like that, it would be.
Ooh,
That was
potentially
final
tried to hunt down the boss there and did not make it.
Yeah, he got away, and he got a kill off of that too.
Yeah, he did.
Well, let's see if TBDi is able to really lock it down here. This is a good choke point. There we go also.
The boss should be renamed to Mortar here.
More.
Do mortars.
Two mortars. Is it Dubas or Dubas's or Dubasi? I think it's Dubasi.
I just call him Dubas. I don't know.
Yeah, with the 1-3, it could be elite.
Dubasic.
But everyone at TBDi has to call him.
What if he's like Bose? What if it's like the Bose?
Oh, and he just crashed. He just took down Mando.
I'm trying to keep up with the
Payload
action. I
has not
can't.
moved much in the last minute or so.
It hasn't, huh?
Oh, and the Classic Scout finally was able to take him out. About 5 minutes, they're definitely making
push
sure they're
there.
getting 3 on there. Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
nice. Plus Ultra got
They
two
have a
of them.
small
He shot-
push going.
Plus just showed him
shot
what
two
Ultra
people in the knee
means.
at the same time.
Jammed the guns like right in their bodies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's watch Plus Ultra for a little bit. This is his first match.
This is where
It's a
the
lot of people's first match, but yeah.
You know, I keep talking to him about leaving his hands down. Look at this guy. He like keeps his hands down and pulls them up last second and he still kills everybody.
Yeah, I do that myself sometimes. So it's a habit I gotta break.
Yep. I'm hoping these league players keep catching him so he learns to break that habit. But hey, he's
Yeah.
crushing it. He's crushing it.
Yeah, it seems to be working for
You
him.
heard it here. You heard it here, folks. Makers is rooting for Plus Ultra to get the crap kicked out of him here.
Well, once he stops doing that, he'll have like a 1/10 of a second jump on you guys. He'll be a force.
It's tough love, man.
Afterward-
He's got to learn
afterwards, you're gonna
somehow.
berate him.
He is just going up and down that rail like it's his business.
Yeah, he didn't get too many kills there, but he took their attention off the payload for a few seconds, which is just as valuable.
Well, yeah, and he whittled their health down.
So it's been about a solid minute since that payload has moved.
It's moved slightly, but not much. Not anything to be impressed about.
It's been a slow uphill.
Hey, but that's what TBD does. Is they're a slow march to victory. Hey, Lab.
Yeah, so remember when I was saying at that small tunnel, that little small tunnel choke point at the end there, that TBDi still had 2 minutes to go once they reached that. So we're at 3.5 minutes, and ONYX is nowhere near it. So
There's a pile of bodies up there.
They got to get booked, or they got no chance.
Yeah.
Hey, Lat, real quick. Who won MVD of last season?
Rico.
Woo!
Oh, nice.
Most Vicious Dasher. Congratulations to him if you're just joining us.
Also, most vicious aliaser.
Yeah, really. I do wish that's the one drawback of Rico being MVD. He's not very vocal in the community, so people don't really get to. I mean, I guess they can congratulate him and whatever, but I doubt he's going to come and talk about it and give his opinions on it, and a big discussion will be had about it. I do wish Rico and Fearless would speak up a little bit more. They're obviously a couple of pillars in this league. They're some of the best players in the whole game. So it'd be great if they got to contribute to the community a little bit more. We got to hear their opinions on things.
Oh man, they're so busy. That whole family's so busy. So it's
Dark Moon makes it work. Dark Moon talks too much sometimes.
Shout out to Dark Moon for doing Dasher series. Thank you, my man.
Dude, so ONYX did get a good push going right here.
Yeah.
And shout outs to everybody who's done Dasher series, Makers, Gatsby, Style Dev, Lat.
Yeah, he's Lat.
What's his name, Dre?
Ladder Alice.
Hey, he can be taught.
Hey.
So at 2 minutes,
you give me a dope PC, I'll learn anything.
Just under past.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. That's it, Jimmy.
Yeah, if they could do it, but they need a solid extended push right now. Right now, TBDi has it locked down.
So
one
real
on,
quick,
one on side, 2 on.
Top Dashers, TBDi, Vic Viper, Angry Parsnip with 56 kills, and ONYX Classic Scout 76 kills.
Yeah, Psycho. Classic is a psycho.
Let's go to Classic Scout. Let's see. Coming around the bang.
Yeah, he rocked those staplers, man.
The choke point.
Oh, get on there, Classic, kill him. Nice.
Ooh.
Dude, he's getting the frags and he's managing to get back on.
Yeah.
I mean, he's nasty.
You can't spend too much time off, though. They
Look at this.
Damn.
I gotta see that replay.
God, he's
Damn. Whoa.
Replay. Hold on.
Just mowing down the entire team.
I mean, he's still going. You got the replay
He got
too
one.
soon, maybe.
Hold on. 2, 3,
This is
4,
ridiculous.
4.
5.
When I watch that back,
Jesus,
when I watch
man.
that back, I'm gonna see how many kills he got. So he got 5 right there.
Maybe
Yeah,
more.
when we started talking about him, I think I said he was at 75. Maybe now he's at 88.
No,
Yeah.
Classic, don't say so.
That was like 30 seconds. That's how long it took him to rack up those kills.
Yeah, that was intense.
Look, he's just
Classic
mowing
Hey.
down
Dude,
people
you
with
don't
these
have time.
staplers.
Look,
The guy's
he's
an
not
animal.
stopping.
Someone stop this guy.
Yeah, he is.
Whose
Wow.
man is this?
Look at this again.
Whose man is
Look
this?
at this. Oh my God, he's fucking
20
insane.
seconds. 20
Yeah.
He's at
seconds.
92.
He
Here we
keeps
go.
Destroying everything.
15 seconds. Oh my God.
Lawnmower.
Here we go. Last 10 seconds. Last 10 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Man, he's still taking the time to get those staplers though with 10 seconds on the clock.
Hey, you're not a lawnmower without your blades.
3.
Look,
Two,
just running
one.
people down.
It's over.
86 to
So
90.
check it out. Classic not only had the most kills, he had the least deaths by far. So Classic was I think it was Classic was the only player.
Look how
with
far
a
they
2
were.
plus KD in the stats from the ladder. I think it was Classic, but he was either close to 2 or had a 2 plus KD. And right here, that's at least 3 KD that he has right there.
Dude, he almost went into triple-digit kills.
Dude,
We've got some sort of black
psycho.
bar on the left there. There we go. Okay, if we can move that chat out there.
Yeah, Classic.
Yeah, so he was like killing it, obviously, but you know they lost by 4% on that map. And he could have been on that payload a little bit more potentially, again, it,
Yeah.
to a
Yeah,
tie.
that's true. That's true.
Yep, he could have been on it a little bit more at the end there, but at the same time, he did open it up for his other teammates to be on it and move it. So either way, he was really effective there at the end.
Yeah, but
now-
you don't ask Tom Brady to go play a linebacker position either, man. You let
Now with that attitude,
Yeah.
you go out there.
So
With,
that's a fact,
Tom Brady,
Dre.
he played
You can't
VR
argue
too.
that, Dre. That's a fact.
hey, man, you go out there with a case of beer and maybe a blunt, and you take care of it. You saying I can't get Tom Brady to be a lineman? Bet,
No, at all,
Bet.
ever,
bet.
ever.
I bet you new computer.
He's probably on his way out anyway. So
True that.
We got Waterway coming up,
Is that right? The PP map?
which is yeah, it's not yellow anymore, man. You gotta like it. Now.
It's the PP map. There's too much water on that map. I'm claustrophobic. I'm gonna try to get to those boats though. Thank you for joining me, everybody that's here. My co-hosts. I got Tusky Baby on the line. I got Style Dev on the line. Makers on the line. Lateralis on the line. Who else we got? That's it. Everybody else took off. Shout out to everybody in the chat. How you guys feeling? You guys feeling good?
Right, man. Doubleheader for season 1. I think. Do we have 2 games tomorrow?
I
Yeah,
do not
I
know.
don't know if they're going to be together. I need to make sure what time Fathead was talking about, but I think FR and SPNV are going to have to go around, I think 1 p.m. PST or something, but Fathead was making it sound like their game was going to be 5 p.m. PST. I'm going to see if we could get teams to do them together so we can do a doubleheader like this, but that might not be able to happen. So, but still 2 matches tomorrow.
Oh, dope. That's what's up. 2 matches. We got several Dasher series interviews coming out next week. Several of them. This caught on file. Now everybody wants to get one. Everybody's doing it. It's amazing. I love it. Thank you to everybody. We got another Dash court coming up soon. Apparently, somebody's suing Fathead, so we're gonna find out how that goes.
oh, he's guilty, dude. He's guilty as hell.
All right, Tusk, you want to be the judge for
I'm
that?
just going to say he's guilty.
Yeah, okay.
Tusky's baby is gonna preside over that case.
I'm telling you right now, he's guilty.
He's not biased.
Hey, while we have time, let me get your opinions. What do you guys think about the new Arc Pass on Gray and how it plays?
I love it. It's like putting.
I think-
I like bacon, so you put lipstick on the pig. You know I'm gonna love it even more.
I have to say, Gray looks amazing. There's some things that they need to shore up on it, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I haven't had a chance to actually play it because I'm just too busy around looking at everything getting shot in the head, apparently.
Yeah, so far, I like how it looks. I like yellow more now after the Arc Pass than I did before.
Yes, right?
But Gray's Arc Pass looks good. What I'm really digging about Gray right now is how that whole new. Now you get to play on the Z-axis also. You get to play vertically because you can dash on so many different ledges. And I'm hoping that was intentional. And if you're listening, Orculum, keep it that way. Don't block off those ledges because it changes. It adds a whole new dimension to that map. If you block off those ledges, we're all going to start calling you Dorculum, so you better watch out.
Oh,
geez, some hard language there. You know, so that's some schoolyard fights come.
Hey, I didn't put the disclaimer. You can't say that.
But I have to say that ledge on Gray between, just outside of B, that is a game changer. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play that map, especially competitively.
There's a ton of places at B too that you can go up a little bit high too. So
Right.
I think it's really going to change the gameplay of Gray. I think Gray is a new map now.
Yeah, I like it.
Here we go.
Nice.
So we got a nice battle at B over here.
Oh,
Red holding that button at the moment.
Joram put a sad face and he's crying apparently. What'd you guys say to make him cry?
He said he was going to call him Dorkalon if he got rid of that Gray ledge.
Oh my God.
That's dance.
That's what I said. The lateralist is a schoolyard bully.
He is. I mean,
he's gonna take your pudding cup.
He's got into a few fights with people. We won't talk about that now though.
Yeah. I'm not afraid to hold my own.
Let's go to our split view.
Let's say that if they take away those ledges on Gray, I'm suing the devs and I'm taking them to dashboard.
Nice. Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
He's
the
guilty.
people-
I'll tell you that right
people
now.
of
He's
Triangle
guilty.
Factory.
Tusk has already decided. It's like, Tusk, save it for the show, man. I'm trying to get ratings.
All right.
Ooh, Classic Scout rocking the double shotties there, and I've been noticing a lot more higher level players rocking double shotties lately. I think we're kind of
Cannot
over
deny the
the.
effectiveness of double shotty, especially when your go-to gun is the stapler, and there's no staplers here. So you gotta, if you're not as confident in your pistol game and you like to have some alternative weapons, shotguns are a nice option here on yellow.
This is an interesting strategy to boss throwing shockers just across the map, though. I'm not sure how much that's going to be effective just going to the back of the spawn there.
We're about to find out.
Captures point B.
It would have been cool if he would have hit that guy in the rail with the.
Yeah, really. I saw that. But he got him there. Got him there. Let's go to that base.
Ragdoll. Oh, more ragdolling.
Let's go to this base. It seems to be where the action is over here on A, which is Red's base.
Yeah.
Are the logos
They're
correct?
all hanging out at A though. TBDi is all hanging out at A.
Yeah.
They're just giving B up to ONYX to let them keep pushing. They're gonna have to bust out of here real quick.
Oh yeah, they had a steady line going, but they got taken off the rails.
Captures point B.
Red
What are you
team.
saying? They got Belushi?
They got belooched.
You have to say, I'm really interested in seeing this go to a control point tiebreaker once that starts happening. I know it wasn't the case for these this weekend, but going
So
forward,
just
it'll
to
be
clarify, the only reason that control point tiebreaker isn't in effect right now is just so that we have at least a week's worth of time to test it, make sure it's not
Right.
completely broken, and we don't discover that in the middle of the match.
Captures point C. Red team scores in
Dashling TV!
countered.
Ooh.
Red team.
That looks like
Almost
TBD
captured
turned
by
around.
TBDi.
Yeah, they had a good push going there.
Countered.
Remember, they started at their point where everybody was hanging out. All 5 of them were at A, and they ran through.
I'm really excited to see how
Blue
CP
team
control
captures
point
point
plays in
B.
a match setting. There's going to be so many different strategies on there, and I bet you initially there's going to be so many different strategies brought up by each team, but as time goes on, those strategies are going to start to merge, and you're going to have teams running basically the same 2 or 3 strategies. Probably happens on every map here, but it's going to be really interesting to see how teams initially figure out how to play that map.
Ooh, and Parsec just cut through those guys at B.
Oh, he's good.
My question in here is, why did they pull control point out?
I don't know. I wasn't around for that, so I'm not. Maybe
Yeah, I
maybe
wasn't-
Wolf
I wasn't
can tell
either.
us in the chat here, but I don't know.
Because they saw how Dre Day was dominating in the match with 32 bullets, and they said, we got to end this guy's fun. That's why.
Maybe.
Is that what happened?
The
Jay?
world revolves around Dre Day. No, I'm just kidding.
So people get to blame you for the nerf.
Hey, people could blame me for a lot of
that was
things.
a
Let's go down the
nice,
list.
Duel right there at the bottom rail.
Dre, have you ever approached the dev to
to
commentate with you on one of these casts?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. They can. I've hit them up since the beginning. I just figured they're busy. Hey, open invite to any devs. You want to call in right
Look
now?
at ooh.
You want to come on?
The,
Any Dasher series?
to-
You want to
the
dance?
battle is at C right now, by the way, and
Yeah,
I just
swing
want to point
the
out Plasmic is at 19 kills, leading the
Red team
leading
counters
ONYX's team.
Blue team captures point B.
He was on 15 deaths though.
Hey, Dre, move the drone
Sure.
to the other.
Okay, sir. I felt that coming, and I started moving it, and I was like, all right, confirm my.
Yeah. Basically, the drone in yellow. I think as long as it captures B,
Getting closer.
whichever base point is getting more counters on it.
Red team
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, and Percent came and took him out.
Scores in blue team captures point B. Red team.
Looks like-
scores
Hey, Durant.
in
Look at this. It might happen.
Two,
It might
one.
happen.
Yeah, Mariah.
Oh, last.
Ooh,
Countered,
so
countered. Hey, Joram says that Dash League, aka counter ASMR. What the heck? What does he mean by that?
It means it's the opposite of ASMR. It's not relaxing you. It's not putting you to sleep,
Why?
dude.
What am I saying that's not
Scores
relaxing?
3 countered.
No, it's not you.
Have-
It's that annoying
Blue
narrator
team captures point B.
screaming countered at us all the time.
Countered.
Red
Countered.
team
Countered.
captures point
Countered.
B.
It's because this matchup's intense. ONYX and TBDi are not going to let it go. They're putting in their most. They're doing their best. I can appreciate the effort from both sides, but it looks like ONYX is putting hurt on TBDi.
I think it's been pretty even so far, a little bit back and forth.
No, but before
I don't
this
think
map.
one team has a clear KD advantage yet, so this will be a good map.
They better throw the match if I paid them enough, if they know it's good for them. I mean, never mind.
You got money riding on this?
No, he offered him merch.
Red team scores 3 countered.
I'm always trying to figure out a way to come up on some Monopoly money.
Man, both sides need someone to make a good play. That's all it is. Like with someone on one side who's getting that point's got to just kill 2 men, 3 men in a row. We're gonna see someone step up soon.
Red team
Are you sure?
captures point B.
It's the only
Just
way
under
on yellow.
18 minutes, 0-0 here.
Blue team captures point A.
Uh-oh.
Blue team scores. In 3,
They're in the base.
2,
Here it is.
1.
Come on.
Boom!
Oh,
ONYX
they got
takes
it out
it.
of nowhere. Dude, they were absorbing a lot of pressure from TBDi.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then
Did anyone see that
this
body
last
hit the
push.
water there at the end? That was epic.
Hey, if,
Ball
nobody,
from
if,
Rays.
if nobody's gonna say it, then I'm gonna say it. TBDi sounds like something you want to get a negative test on. All right, go ahead. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like no one got our own button there. They hit it, but it didn't register.
Yeah, that's been happening a lot now, I think, in Outplay so
Blue
far.
team captures point B countered.
Man, they're rocking double shotguns. Coming out.
Blue team
Makes short work of Vertigo there.
Red
So I'm gonna
team
I don't know
confirm.
what kind of
captures point
lane
A.
player would rock double shotguns on yellow.
I'm
This is the
Red
worst type of
team
people.
captures point B.
I'm gonna confirm.
I believe you rock them, don't you, lad?
What are you accusing me of, sir?
Only the worst crime in history.
I'm gonna confirm from Duran. He said CP, which is control point, was removed because the art didn't fit anymore, and then the focus shifted to maps in rotation.
Okay, that makes sense.
Straight
Maybe it
from
was
the
taken
horse's
out
mouth.
because Oakland was so bad at control point. Maybe it was
I
that.
love control point. I was shooting from across the map with this SMGs, 32 bullets. It was a beautiful day.
Blue team captures point B. Red team captures point
What if one of the
C.
mutators is Dre SMGs and then they have 32 bullets? That's one of the
Red
mutators.
team
I think,
captures
real quick, they
point
need to get
B.
rid of the half damage mutator and bring back the headshot one. That half damage is just brutal.
You know what I think? I think instant pickup doesn't need to be a mutator. I think it
Blue
just needs to be
team
the game.
scores countered.
So you can rock those double shotties on yellow much faster, huh?
Well, you could rock anything much faster on any map. You're not wasting time trying to get your loadout.
Red team captures
You get to get into the
point
action with your
A.
preferred loadout right away, which is what I prefer personally. I know some people would argue that if you want to take that loadout, you got to do it strategically and do it at the right time. And I'd rather people get to use their best weapons and take it into any battle, and your best takes on my best to see who wins.
I do have to say, when I first started playing this game, I was playing Gray a lot at the time, and I was always getting that rocket and SMG right there at the gate.
Oh, tied it up.
Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, I'm really pulling for ONYX here because they've taken on some top competition and they've run into some walls, and I want them to get some wins to help boost their confidence. But they keep taking on these really good teams.
Blah, blah, blah. Now they need to lose right now. That's what we get next.
I do want to know, it doesn't seem like ping is an issue here for a lot of the UK and international guys,
Yeah,
which
it's
is
more
great.
You get used to it, and these guys have been playing a lot on the East server, so it's more of American guys playing on Euro servers will cry the most. Euro guys don't cry that much.
That's why I
wonder
was
how
trying to
good
get
someone
in
like,
with the French guys.
Point C.
You ever wonder how good someone like Mr. Soap would be if he was East Coast US? Like he wasn't
scary.
playing under a 200 ping all the time.
I know, right?
That dude's so good as it is, but when you consider his connection,
He
Oh,
probably
right.
would stink because he'd be leading people too much.
In 3,
yeah.
2, 1.
Countered.
Counter.
Oh, it got countered. Where that was that countered back in the other base, I guess.
Point A.
At the enemy base.
That was very close.
Oh.
Hey, is it just me or is the
Oh,
counter
almost
is
had
the
it
counter
right
text
there,
not
too.
coming up on the drone?
Yeah, I'm not seeing it now.
Okay.
Now let's see if Blue can keep the pressure on them.
Red is holding on their base now pretty well.
They're still pushing their base right now. They're keeping the pressure on, which is good.
B,
TBDi
B's
is
holding
just hanging out
on.
the
Blue's
base,
holding on
letting them
B.
do it. There we go.
Oh, and you
TBDi
got a lot of
pushing on the
crossfire
base.
coming down here.
Yeah, that looks
Red
pretty
Got the
cool.
numbers to push for B.
captures point B.
And now they got 3 people
Blue
available
team
with B to
captures
push into
point
to,
A.
Onyx.
Ooh.
And they just lost one on the rail, though. You got one guy down
Blue?
below. You got one guy up top. Here we go. Let's see what's going to come of this. Ooh, and it's open now. I see.
Point C.
Ooh, and they're going to grab that back.
Yeah.
Point C.
And there's Plus Ultra using dropping his hands again there, but he still gets the kill.
I know.
Wait. What
I
happened?
see what you're saying, Bakers. Even when he's cutting through an area where there's probably a man, look at those. He just blew 2 people on the rails right there.
What happened to
Yeah,
scores?
man. Was he got like weights on his wrist?
Dude, they're in there.
Counter.
Looks like a good push.
Some habits are hard to break.
See, watch him right here. Hands up, hands down.
The scores are gone.
Yeah, so
yeah,
the
we
names.
lost all the players too.
What happened?
Everything's broke.
One countered.
That's weird.
Oh, nice counter by Mando there.
It looks. Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
TBD is
There
putting
we
on
go.
some pressure here.
There we go,
They're-
we're back.
They're not letting ONYX rest.
So we got Vic Viper with 39 kills on TBDi, and Plasmic with 39 kills as well on ONYX.
Sorry about the scores, everybody. I apologize. I hit the wrong button.
This is a great matchup, man. 12 minutes, 1-1. Anybody's game here to come out and win this and push it to a tiebreaker, or win.
Yeah, a much more interesting way to be drawn right here than 0-0.
Right.
So Maker,
Or
seeing
like- Yep,
seeing your
go ahead.
team perform, how do you think they're doing out here?
I mean, considering, like I was saying, some of these guys have never seen league play before. So to a lot of people who play lobbies, you think you're really good, but once you get into a league match, it's a whole other story. So I'm really excited to see we were able to fit in a lot of new guys who haven't been able to experience that before.
Countered.
TBDi might be about to
excited.
set up another counter.
Captures point B.
And then-
Sorry, Makers.
No. So all these guys, same with ONYX. After you get your first league match in, then all of a sudden you're like, whoa, I gotta take this more seriously. And then next week, it's a whole other team.
Yeah, they're doing solid,
Blue
there, man.
team captures point B.
Yeah, because usually you're just going up against other people that you might go up against somebody who's pretty good, but here you got like coordinated pushes, communication, so it's a total different ball game.
I want to challenge the more established teams who have been playing for a while, and especially the ones who are doing really well in the league. Like when you play these new teams, ONYX, SPNB, and the like, if you see some things that you can help them out with, some things that you saw them doing wrong that they could do better and help them figure some stuff out, it's going to be much more beneficial to the league if these teams are encouraged and can improve over time with some feedback from even other teams than if they're just left to rot and lose all the time because they're not putting stuff together. And I'm not saying I expect any team to be losing all the time, but if you just put the smackdown on some team, give them some pointers and help them out.
Yep, I agree, 100%. I'll help everybody. We'll try to just make sure everyone's doing well, and that teams don't steal their other captains. Shout out.
Yeah, got him.
Yeah, but speaking on that, what would you guys say to somebody who has the mindset like, well, these new guys, they need to do their homework and like study, some strategies or go back to watch some of the VODs to see what they can improve on.
I mean, I don't think we're just saying giving them strategies and stuff, but just saying, give them some pointers.
Yeah, but like, somebody could say if they want to play at this level, then they need to step up, right? You can't rely on somebody else helping you out.
Well, yeah, for sure. So I imagine when VRML comes around, if VRML ever gets to grow into this big thing where we have 100 teams or more, whatever, then I'm sure teams are going to be cutthroat. They're not going to be helping anybody out. But while we have a small community like this, and everybody knows everybody, and it's such a positive community. Everyone likes everyone, and we're all friendly here. Then it's a perfect time to help other people out and be encouraging to people to help foster that sort of sense of community and And honestly, I'd rather play a hard-fought game than steamroll some team that to a public game. So.
But yeah, I was just playing devil's advocate there, just giving the other side of things.
And there's like just some basic foundation stuff that all league teams need to like.
What's going on with Plasmic here?
Red team
I think you,
countered.
He jammed. He jammed.
Oh,
Looks like a power play.
He glitched out.
He might have.
That's too
He's
bad.
still there?
'Cause He was leading their kills.
He's not even out of the server. He's just frozen.
Froze.
Yeah, he's just
And
chilling.
he's their top player right now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a huge.
Mondo hold it out. He doesn't know what's going on.
Blue team captures point.
He's like, yo, I can't get a hold of.
Yeah, it looks like he froze out. You ever notice in game where you find a player who's like just frozen in the middle of a rail and they're not moving and you shoot them and they die? It looks like he's.
Is he back or is he down again?
He's still out.
No, he's in the spawn now.
Yeah, exactly what I said.
This is
Killed him, so.
There's a full on power play right now here.
Power play. Power play.
I don't even know if
See
they
if
noticed.
TBDi
it
could
yet.
take advantage of this.
Yeah, hopefully ONYX can weather this storm and not lose the match.
Yeah, you would hate to see him lose because of this, right?
Yeah,
I
there
mean,
you go.
it is what it is. It is what it
Which
is.
opens up a spot so he can rejoin if he's available.
Let's see if he's
to
back.
rejoin.
Is he back?
Blue team scores
He's out. He's out of the game.
And blue is
Power
pushing
play.
for their point here.
Power play.
Red team captures point A.
Dude,
Red
putting on the
team
pressure though.
Captures point A.
Right in them
Blue
rails.
has pressure on.
Scores
they can
in
survive it.
Right in them rails.
countered. Blue team
Oh man, they almost scored on
counters
him
in
too.
Yeah, they're just I have to say I think we did about 4.5 minutes of 4 versus 5 versus HHI last weekend.
That was crazy.
It was
scores in 3 countered.
Yeah, and you didn't even realize it, I don't think, but you guys did a good job holding them off and getting a cap there. HHI really should have been able to take advantage of that. A 5-on-4 on yellow is no joke.
It is,
Huge
yeah.
gap.
And you're right. I don't think we noticed till about 3 minutes in, to be honest.
Power play still in effect.
Yeah.
TBDi is not taking advantage of it.
Blue team captures point B.
Well, they did cap B, but they ONYX just capped it back.
Yeah,
They
so
were
anchor
getting a
point
little
right
push.
there.
This is where it
Here we
starts to
go.
matter
Here we
right
go.
here.
Here we go. They might. Nope.
Oh,
ONYX came back. Came back hard.
Scores B.
Possibility
Red
here.
team scores 3, 2 countered.
hit
Counted.
it.
Oh,
Countered.
I wonder if
Countered
ONYX
and
doesn't have a
killed.
sub set up.
Captures point C.
It looks like they don't have a sub ready to come in.
Nobody. Nobody.
They're doing a good job.
Fat
though,
Ed,
holding
get
it
in
down
there,
with
man.
4 men.
yeah. There's still about 6 minutes left in the
Yeah,
match
but
too.
here comes the TBDi push right here.
It,
See if they can hold them off.
one. Boom.
Power play
TBDi
point right there.
takes
Yeah,
advantage
they
of
were
the
able
power
to take
play.
advantage of the being one man up.
And that's
that's
tough,
unfortunate.
man. That's tough going out of this match if that's how it's going to end here. But
Yeah,
we still got
you
5.5
hate to see
minutes.
that.
Yep.
They can
Yep.
still throw somebody in though.
You hate to see it.
Yeah.
Let's get
But
back to
just
the
goes
action.
show you have to have subs ready. That's part of the strategy. You've got to. People drop in this game. People lose internet connection. You have to have a sub ready.
Hey,
Right.
what if there's subs for hire? Like, what if like right now it's like, yo, pay me $5 and I'll get in there for you right now.
Dre, put on the headset. Go, man. Go.
Hey,
There are rules. We got
Another
rules.
thing too, when you drop a player like this, you also lose their scoreboard, their points to put in towards that tiebreaker at the end of the season. So that's unfortunate for them.
3.
also.
That's it. Red team took it. Red team took it. They took advantage of the power play.
That's it. That was
Oh,
Yeah, get on
I
damn.
feel bad for ONYX.
And Plasmic had
Classic is
a lot
gonna
of
be
points.
pissed. He's gonna be so
Plasmic was
angry.
crushing it.
Oh man,
ONYX
I got a tear
easily
coming
could've
down my face
won
right
that
now
one.
for this.
The one good thing about that was that the game was tied, and that ONYX didn't still have the lead there, because that would have been a much bigger crushing sort of thing for them if they had the lead and then lost somebody and lost the game because of that.
Top dasher for TBDi was Vic Viper, 54 kills. Top dasher was Classic Scout, 57. Might have been.
No offense to TBDi's win there, but that just turns my stomach there. At the, having that at the end.
Asterisk.
Yeah.
Asterisk.
That's
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, that's kind of messed up because it's not their fault, you know.
No. And I've said that before.
Yeah,
like, what if in a power play, one of the TBDi gets a signal and one of the guys has to step out till the other guy gets back? Or would that be too difficult to figure out? Never mind.
That's gonna be too difficult.
But are we
Yeah,
gonna
because
do?
nobody's
If
gonna
you're
want to
still-
step out in that.
Is it a
Orkulum, if you're still
tiebreaker?
listening, I want to ask Orkulum something. Maybe he can reply in the chat. But would it be possible? You see how the scoreboard is here, how it says kills and deaths. Would it be possible to add score to that scoreboard so that if someone drops, we can still add their points to the teams? Yeah. Otherwise, we have to put this menu on there, which blocks the game, and we'd have to be doing it frequently to be able to catch scores frequently. But if we could add score up to the people's name right there, that would be perfect.
I do know that if you drop out and you come back in, your score will remain.
Yeah, that's true. But
So it seems
looks
like the
he might have
stats are
lost
still
internet
there.
connection. I don't know.
Right, but I'm saying like even when he drops out, that those stats might still be in.
Right, if he's able to get in.
Yeah,
in time
there might be
for
if he can get
happen.
back in, but yeah, that didn't happen. God, that was brutal.
Yeah, man. It was.
well.
it's-
Anyway,
I hate to see
man.
it.
That was a good doubleheader.
Classic.
That was fun to watch. I
Okay.
enjoyed myself.
We're crying for you
Right?
right now.
Oh man! Right when one of our players' quest died, we were starting to do really well, and that's
You were.
really
Ooh,
Classic, we
his
saw that when
quest
it happened, and we were all like, "Oh no!" Classic, did you guys not have a
That's the
sub ready to
thing-
pop in?
No. Well, it was the end of the game and it was mid game. We probably do have a sub. I don't know what they're doing right now. But, man. Did you see
No,
the
it's good
thing
watching.
at B with the shock pistols? That was. If you didn't, oh man, that was kind of crazy.
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
But
So-
Onyx, you got to watch back this stream, especially your performance at the
We
end on Orange there.
both the teams had hit reg issues. It was kind of crazy.
But guys, I just want to know, like, this is, on the quest, man, that battery can drain, especially if you're trying to record your own perspective. You got to make sure that you got some sort of backup battery in place. Is that what you're saying happened, Classic? Is his battery just died?
Yeah, he went in our Discord. He said the quest died and
Hey, well,
still would. He tried getting back in, but it still wouldn't turn on.
hey, classic.
Oh, man.
Well, tell him if he wants information on where to get a dope battery or anything, go to Quit VR. Check that out.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to put that .io in there, man, because people might go
.io.
.com. So quickvr.io.
Dio.
Man,
I haven't cleared the check yet, so I haven't given you the full sponsor. I'm just kidding. Hey, but go ahead, class.
It was funny because right when his quest died, when people's quests die, they just stand in place for like a long time.
We got that.
So right when his quest died, he was like sniping or something, and someone went behind him, and I kept yelling at him like behind you, and he never turned around. And then
Yeah, we
that's
noticed
when-
that he was frozen there, but the game was still going on around him.
Yeah.
So,
Oh
yeah,
man.
but then he got killed and he was frozen in the spawn too. So I figured you guys probably learned he was gone once you saw him frozen in the spawn.
We were disappointed. We actually, we were about to get it.
Yeah, man, you guys had the momentum. You were crushing things on yellow big time, and even at the end of orange, man, like you guys are gonna be good. You guys are gonna be good. That was really close.
At the end of orange, we were like, okay, we don't want to lose, so we're gonna try and win. That's the last 30 seconds. We were like, okay, let's win, and we didn't do it, but we got close.
I mean,
You
that's
got
the
so
hardest
close
part.
that we had the camera following you during that stretch, and
my
you just
God.
went on a tear, dude. So classic.
Yeah, I
if
was
you looked at
so
the score
done
there-
with them. No, I was so done. I was like, nah.
So classic, you had at least a +3 KD on that map. You had 92 kills, 28 deaths. You had the most kills by far and the least deaths by far. So, and I think in the latter season, I have to go look at the stats, but I think in the latter season you had
Yeah,
the
I had
best
the
KD
highest
also.
KD ladder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
So if that's your thing, in the league, dude, that's gonna be awesome. If you're just a KD hero, that will be amazing. It'd be a big help to your team too.
yeah, I don't go lightly on my teammates. They'll tell you I just yell and yell, but hey, at least I get kills. That works. So it ends up working.
Hey,
It's less yelling and mostly complaining. Hit reg.
As long as it's constructive yelling and not accusatory yelling, then I think your team can get behind you.
Oh
Just
yeah,
don't single them out and blame people.
I don't blame. Maybe like once I blamed, but only once. It's not that bad.
Yeah.
hey, well, thank you.
I try not to. I'm smarter than that.
Thank you to everybody. I think the matches are over. There's gonna be no death match. Shout outs to everybody who was watching the live stream. Shout out to Lad. Any shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
Plasmic. I want to give a shout out to you because you got to get a battery. Shout out to Plasmic for. No, it's a message to you, not a shout out. But you got to get a battery, bro. Man. Now I'm blaming people. Post match, I'm blaming people. Here.
Hey, I have an idea. So Plasmic needs to enter that Sage tournament with his partner. They need to win so that he could get one of those equipvr.io accessory prizes and get himself a battery pack.
Shout out to the Sage and his
Heck
tournament
yeah, man.
for get a battery.
Hey.
Yeah, get a battery.
Speed of Style Dev, thank you to Style Dev for joining me. Any shout outs you want to give out?
No, I'm good.
All right. Thank you to Tusky Baby for the beautiful PC and joining me. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Nah, I'm good, man. Just it was fun. I like doing this with you guys.
Hey.
Actually, I want to come back to me. I do have a shout out. Sorry, you caught me. I was reading some Discord servers there, but I want to give a shout out to Dre, man. You have done every step of the way. You've improved. You've improved the interface. You've improved your internet speed. You've improved all your technology pieces. I appreciate all the time and money you're putting into this.
Hey, but I mean, Tusk did it all in one swoop, so we got to thank Tusk. That was amazing of him to do that.
Yeah, they say behind every good caster is a better man. So yeah. Thank you, Tusk.
Yeah, I would agree with that too.
Yeah,
You're welcome.
Me too. Shout out to Lateralis. Any shout outs you want to give out?
Yeah, so shout outs to Dorkalum, shout outs to Dork Moon. Love those guys. And I got to piggyback on what Style Dev said. Dre, this cast right here would be VRML ready. You're able to keep it clean, and it was a solid production, man. So if you can keep it like this, then you're all set, dude.
Hey, man.
And then shout out to everybody who made it work, because I just sort of threw some teams out there and said, hey, let's do a doubleheader. How about you teams do it? And they came through and made it happen. And I think this was a really good way to start the season.
Well, you heard it here first. Makers, any shout outs you want to give out, man? Thanks for joining me. You're always here. You're always being chill.
Yeah. Well, congrats to TBDi for their first win, getting max points. It's a good learning experience. It wasn't, some kind of steamroll or anything. It was a wake-up call. I thought that could have been easily an ONYX win. But congrats for getting that win, guys. And that's it. No, yeah. Shout outs to dude, get a battery, bro. You can't have a match go down like that.
Hashtag dude to get a battery.
I'm hearing now he does have a battery. He just doesn't charge it. So
it doesn't work like that. You gotta explain to him how it works.
Oh man, that's brutal, guys.
Hey,
means he doesn't have a battery if it's not charged.
Shout outs.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Fat.
But
That was here earlier, but it needs a better mic. Go ahead and subscribe to his Twitch channel so he could afford to get a better mic. Shout outs to Tusk. Go ahead and subscribe to his Twitch channel, Tuscadero. Shout outs to hyperdash clips because he needs subscribers. Yellow Labs is doing amazing things. Subscribe to his channel and subscribe to everybody's channel because we're all doing this for the love of hyperdash. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
Hit the like button for Dre and subscribe to his channel. Help him out, guys.
Hey, one day
share that link with your friends too, man. Anything helps.
We'll get to 1,000 before the end of the year. We'll get to 1,000.
Yeah, we're super close to getting 1,000 subscribers, man. Just hit that subscribe button.
All right. Thank you to everybody. Thank you to everything. And I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I've been here too long. Peace.
Peace.
Later.
See you.